Okie dokie. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Lee is with me. For those of you who are not in the Discord, Lee is my wonderful friend, artist. She does my emotes and everything else. And also, she's the mod, both, I think, on here, at least on Twitch, and in the Discord. She's amazing and wonderful and great at everything that she does. Take it away, Lee. How would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. I am the jellyfish in the bed.
Yes. Oh my god. The bed jellyfish. The best kind of jellyfish you can have.
You just swung a pickaxe at me.
I didn't mean to. Because when I click onto the it's actually a scythe. Right, excuse you. Hey, don't fuck up my room. Don't fuck up my room. Stop! Give me my rug back, bitch! What the fuck?
I think the carpet should go right there.
I think you need to stop touching my shit. I think that's what needs to happen. Stop touching my shit. Get
I think the carpet. Actually, I think the carpet. Oh my god!
Stop touching my shit. Stop.
I think the carpet should go
stop.
Right there.
This is exactly where I want the carpet. I'm gonna go into your house and fuck everything up. Hold on.
You left me alone in your house. Is that a...
I trust you.
You don't want to know what I done. No, you shouldn't trust me.
It's okay. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
I want to watch Fortune Teller.
What?
I want to watch Fortune Teller.
What the fuck is Fortune Teller?
You took away my TV. The spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Luck will not be on your side. I wonder why.
I wonder why too. I can't imagine why they would be upset.
I didn't do that to your house. I must have my revenge.
All right, that's fine. Go have your revenge. Go. I'll look at it in a second.
I can't move your bed. All right, I'm gonna take your cup. Put it right there.
I can't move your bed.
Chair.
I can't move your plant either. That's unfortunate. Okay.
Yes.
I like what I've done with your room. I think it brings a certain je ne sais quoi.
Can you even get in? I don't think you can even get in your house anymore.
What? Dude, what did you fuck up my... This is why I don't play co-op. Oh, no. Look what I could do. You fucking loser. Actually, I kind of like the carpet there, actually,
there you go.
I kind of like the carpet there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna leave the carpet there.
I'm out of here.
Anyways.
My fucking house.
You're gonna have to fix... After the fiasco that was putting down the chest, you're gonna have to fix your whole house now.
I can't believe this.
I can't get into your house. There we go.
You don't deserve to be in my house.
I think your chest actually looks nice here, though.
That's what I thought. That's the only place I could think of putting anything.
I like where you put my carpet, so you know what? We both got a little something out of this.
See, you can keep that.
I will. I did. You know? I did keep it. Yeah. Anyways, Honkai Star Rail, Fate Collab.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
It is happening. You are correct.
Isn't that like in
2 days?
What? 2 days now?
Yeah. I have to wait to play it until next week, though. But yeah, I think it's in 2 days. And I swear to God, when I found out that Rika was one of the servants, I was so pissed. I was like...
Rika.
I said Rika.
You said Rico.
Whatever. Same shit, different name.
Play it back.
He haunts me.
Play it back.
He fucking haunts me, Lee. I'm never going to escape him. He fucking haunts me. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Why? Also, I love that... I think the hilarious thing about him being a servant was that they immediately were like, you know, the most complicated thing we can add in about Fate is how people can also be servants, but kind of not. Let's do that.
They're really pulling, like, a Fate Grand Order in a Fate Stay Night collab.
I know. I was like, what's even the goddamn point? I was like, at that point, just do Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order would have been so much better. Anyways.
Wait, does that mean... Was it revealed... Is Rekka... Robin's servant?
No, so I think
Robin's servant.
So I'm not sure there's actually masters in this. Because with the way they were talking about it on the street, like the little thing where they put out with the behind the scenes with Rika, it sounds like it's just gonna be like, I'm not sure if there's masters and servants, because they were talking about how it's 7 contestants because it's like a game show. So I kind of wonder if it's like, yeah, This is why
I
Gilgamesh
still have
wasn't
to
summoned,
think.
because, like,
Yeah.
he was like, he found out it was gonna be a game show, and he was like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
He was like, no. He was like, I'm too pretty for this. No.
I'm too pretty. I am way too pretty for this.
I'm gonna start planting parsnips.
That is fair. Hey, you gotta organize.
I did organize. I picked a place and I started plopping.
Oh, no. We ain't doing it here. Oh, shit! I don't know how to cover back up again.
I guess we are doing it here.
No.
Hold on. I have an idea. Just stop. I have an idea, okay?
If we leave it alone.
No, I know. It'll go away, but just hold on. Just please.
It's too close to the house!
Please, just let me do something real quick, okay? I promise.
You're gonna spell out something stupid. That looks like a P. You're gonna spell out pussy or something.
I
like
am
that.
not. No.
Oh
no, I fucked it up. Hold on, I have to start over here. Hold on.
No! I can't believe you. I was literally... Stop it! Stop it! Nope, I'm ruining it for you.
No, stop, please. I need to spell out my word. Hold on, fine. I'm gonna go over here.
You don't get it.
I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, be gone.
I'm gonna go over here.
I can't even start a garden because of all this shit over here now. I can't believe this.
You can start a garden, it's fine.
No, it has to be special.
Oh, God damn it. Why is it so hard to do things in this game? I was gonna spell out penis. But I can't now because it's everything's messed up.
What are you doing?
I'm making a. You didn't want it by the houses, so I'm making it over here. Plus,
why are you making it vertical?
I'm going in a square. God, I'm doing the mathematications. Okay.
I think you are.
I think I am. Anyways,
what is this?
I'm gonna be making a fucking. Shh. Anyways, what were we saying? Oh, right, that it's a game show and that's why Gilgamesh isn't gonna be involved. So I'm not sure if they're gonna have masters and servants. I mean, I'm sure they'll have to. I mean, because how else would they summon servants? But it is like a game show. Like it's like just a big contestant thing, and I think that's kind of hilarious.
I'm super tired. I'm going to bed.
Pussy. I can't move.
You're literally at the same point as me.
Oh, I passed the fuck out. Also, welcome in, Jay. Welcome in. I am the fuck conscious. That's great. I want to get into the bed. Yes, sleep. Do the big eat. So, but I do love, because apparently Rika's a servant, and I guess he could be Robin's servant.
No,
but here's the thing.
Would never.
That's true. He is kind of a little too, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? It's not, persnickety's not it. I'm gonna play with music off. I don't like this. We're playing with music off. We're going to just listen to my dulcet tones. You know, like that word where it means somebody's kind of like a bitch, but like a choosy bitch. You know what I mean? That's what Rika is.
Okay.
You know, there's a word for it. I think it starts with a P. I don't know what it is. Persnickety's not it, but it's something. But your eyes are feeling heavy, but you're gonna try to push through for the stream. Okay, you know what? Because Jay is trying to push through for us, we gotta like start explaining Fate. So Jay, what Fate questions do you have? We will answer your questions first. We are the resident Fate experts.
I wouldn't call us that, but sure.
I would for sure. Oh, did you see that Indra is gonna be in the game in Fate Grand Order?
Who?
Indra, Arjuna's dad. He's a servant now.
Oh.
And I think that's hilarious because Indra is the guy who gave Karna his spear. You know, the spear that he wouldn't give Arjuna.
Wait, since when the hell was he even a servant in Fate?
He just got announced. His drip art just got announced.
Oh wait, so you mean okay.
Yeah.
For a second, my brain was still on Honkai, and I
no,
thought you said he was
yeah.
becoming a servant in
No.
Honkai.
In Fate,
I'm like, What the hell?
No. What's up with Lancer dying so much? It's a running gag. Cuchulainn dies
yeah.
every time he's anywhere. Except, to be fair though, he actually did survive. I mean, he died still, but he survived till the end in the first Fate Grand Order movie. That was Caster Cuchulainn. God, he's so attractive.
I mean, that he didn't really die in that. He just won and the servants got called back.
Yeah, so I mean, well, technically it's still kind of dead, but But
Uh,
the running gag is that Cuchulainn dies all the time because he,
in Fate Carnival, where they basically there's just like running gags everywhere,
Yeah.
he dies in like every episode.
So in
And
Fate,
it's usually by Hercules.
yeah, in Fate Grand Order, which is the video game version of Fate, so it's where you get a lot of like the characters like lore and stuff like that and like their abilities. You find out that Cuchulainn has something called the Guts ability, which basically means like when he's on the verge of death, he can like kind of come back with like 1 HP so that he can fuck a hoe up. Which, if you've watched Fate Stay Night, you'll know which hoe he fucked up with that ability. Because he did, in fact, fuck a hoe with that ability, and it was kind of the funniest thing ever. Lee knows what I'm talking about, but she's too busy making wooden stuff.
I'm making it pretty.
Okay, well, respond to the Fate stuff.
Oh yeah. Cuchulainn, shit out of luck.
Dude, no, I was saying that he used his guts ability to fuck up the priest. I don't remember which route that was in, though. Was that in Unlimited Blade Works, or was that in the base Fate Stay Night?
Unlimited Blade Works.
So for those of you who don't know, to make this even more confusing, there are technically 3 Fate Stay Nights. There's Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel, Fate Stay Night, and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. And basically the only thing that's different in them is like who the bad guy is, Well, I mean, how much the bad guy actually gets done and who Shiro ends up fucking. Those are kind of the 2 main differences of the series.
Yeah, it really is.
Which, like... Also, for those of you who don't know, Archer and Shiro are the same person. But unfortunately... Oh my god. Someone dropped you off at the clinic last night. You passed out from exhaustion. You better take better care of yourself and get to bed at a reasonable hour. He billed me money? Brother, Why'd he bill me money for that shit? Oh, don't charge me money, bitch. Anyways. Shiro is Archer, because Archer, unfortunately, is kind of... You want to talk about a character that gets shit on constantly in the Fate series? Archer Emiya, that's the character that's going to be in the Honkai Star Rail thing. He's the 4-star. He gets shit on constantly. Like, that's his whole thing. Because he made a series of bad decisions. Maybe when your dad tells you not to be a dipshit, just, like, don't be a dipshit. How fucking hard is that?
Pretty hard.
Why did Archer want to kill Shiro? The TLDR of it is Shiro's just the worst. I mean, he's just the most annoying motherfucker on the planet, and he deserves to die.
Okay, so the actual reason why is because since they are the same person, he's basically trying to kill himself in a way.
So basically what ends up happening is in the original timeline, Shiro ends up becoming Archer, and he does that because he makes a deal with the Counterforce. I'm not going to tell you what that is because that's too complicated for this stream. But basically he becomes...
I was just about to say, like, realistically, Counterforce, just think of it like humans' will to survive.
Yeah, so he basically makes a deal with that so that he can, like, become the ultimate hero and, like, save everyone, like a hero of justice. Unfortunately, the Counterforce has a sick sense of humor, and...
A very sick sense of humor.
Archer basically has to kill a lot of people because, like... You can't have justice without bad people, so that he has to go kill a whole bunch of people, and he hates his fucking job and hates his life. So his idea when he gets summoned as a servant is that if he can go kill Shiro in the past, he will cease to exist and he won't have to do anything. He then tells this to Shiro at some point in one of the things, and Shiro's like, I have a
But the
better
thing
idea.
is,
What if I did the exact same thing and just promised to save myself? And Archer's like, bro, I don't think you understood, like, anything that I just told you.
no, but the funny thing is, like, even if Archer did succeed in killing Shuro, it legit would not change his circumstance because it's a completely different reality.
Yeah, because the Counterforce, again, has a sick sense of humor. So Archer's whole wish for the Holy Grail is basically to erase his own existence because he made a bad deal, basically. And the Counterforce, again, is really in it for the lulz. Also, all of the Holy Grails are kind of evil. They don't actually do what they say they're gonna do. It's one of those things where it's like, product
What are
is
you
different.
talking about?
It's one of those things where it's like, product is not as described on the box. Omnipotent wish granting device, and the Holy Grail is like,
Ah,
actually,
shit.
you fucked it up.
No, leave my area alone.
I
Move
didn't
on.
I didn't fucking touch anything. You touched it. Fascinating. It's really ungodly complicated for absolutely no reason. But here's the thing. There are really just three main rules of the Fate series. Rule number 1, the rules are made to be broken. Rule number 2, Gilgamesh gets to do
Gilgamesh is an
whatever he
exception.
wants regardless of the situation. Rule number 3, don't trust the priests. Those are the 3 rules of the Fate series.
Gilgamesh can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Lee would like to suck his dick like just across all timelines basically.
Well, to be honest, it's actually Caster Gilgamesh, excuse you.
You would fuck Archer too. Don't even start
I
with me.
would.
You have like tried to argue with me about why Archer is not as bad as I think he is.
Well, to be honest, so it's weird because like Archer Gilgamesh has both like the worst he has ever been plus his weakest he's ever been is actually Fate's Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Like that is the weakest he's been
Yeah, because he
and the
got
worst he's
reincarnated.
been.
Well, okay, here's the
Like
thing.
it is both his worst version and his weakest version. His best Archer version is I think
Fate Strange Fake,
it's
isn't
not
it?
no fake but extra. Fate Extra is also like his best rendition, I think.
Well, do you mean best rendition as in his most powerful or like as a good person? Because I
His
would make
most
the argument
powerful
that like Fate Strange
His
Fake is
most
when he's the
powerful
most
and I think
likable.
as a good person.
I don't
I
know.
feel like it's also him. I haven't completely like read or like watched anything with Extra, but I heard that him with his master, he's actually like a really decent guy.
Yeah, people actually ship him and the Master from that one.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's all over AO3.
it's super. Yeah, it's cute.
I will say though, I think the funniest thing about Gilgamesh, and this is like true of the Fate series, so each servant, when they get summoned into like a Holy Grail war, they're basically themselves, but also at simultaneously a different timeline version of themselves. So like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if the same servant gets summoned like twice in the same timeline. They're technically different servants because they don't actually like remember anything from the times
Except
that they were like
Gilgamesh.
except Gilgamesh. Well, the rules don't apply to him as we've previously
Yeah,
established.
he can go into different universes just fine.
Yeah. Well, okay, but like also though, the thing with Gilgamesh is that I would argue Fate Zero leading into Fate Stay Night, which is the same version of him because he gets reincarnated. So technically that is the same. Um I don't know what the fuck you just spent our money on. You spent all of our goddamn money.
Oh, do we share?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's okay.
I got bread and I ate all of it.
Bitch, you didn't save me any? Oh my
No.
lord. Oh my lord. I'm gonna sell this one acorn. That's what I got to sell, is this singular acorn.
I thought we had different.
No,
different
we
goals.
did not in fact have
Oh.
different. Let's see how much I can make from this because we are broke and poor.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but basically TLDR of like the Holy Grail War, 7 servants and 7 masters fight for the Holy Grail, supposedly the omnipotent wish granting device, which it's not. That's kind of the bullshit thing about it, but like, you know.
I mean, the thing is, like, it also does do that because in Fate Grand Order, it does
Those are
that.
different holy grails technically. Those aren't the same ones that get used in like actual
No, no,
like
no, no,
holy
no, no,
grail
no,
wars.
no, no, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Holy Grail War that I think his name is pronounced Marisberry or something. Him and
Marysbury,
Solomon
yeah.
Marisberry. They did in Holy Grail War.
They did, but technically, so the only wish Marysbury made from that Holy Grail. Oh no, why did my model stop working? Okay. The only thing he made for that Holy Grail was a lot of money.
He
So,
wished for money,
yeah, so like, but that's like something kind of easy to like do. Like, you can't wish
but at
for
the
world
same
peace.
time,
Like, we learned that the hard way.
Suleiman, Suleiman wished for something too, and he got that. Of
Do you,
course, at the price of seeing the last vision was
of
going to
course, at the
fucking.
price of seeing what happens when you don't pay your goddamn child support. I mean,
How is
dude,
he supposed to know that his
maybe, I don't know,
demon,
tell your demon
whatever?
children not to shit up. Like, how hard is that? Fucking Christ. Thought of another one.
No,
What made.
in all fairness, he was been dead for a while, so I
Yeah, but
mean,
he was hanging with his demon kids. That's how that works.
mm-hmm.
And then he like fucked off into the ether. Again, just pay your goddamn child support. How fucking Solomon doesn't pay his child support is the problem. Um Thought of another one. What made Saber go evil? So
That's actually pretty hard. Saber is never inherently evil, is the thing.
sometimes what happens is Saber realizes how fucked up actually was, and she's decided that since everyone else has kind of taken advantage of her, she's gonna make that everybody else's problem. It's not so much
It
like a
depends.
vengeance thing, but
No,
yeah.
it really depends on which rendition you're talking about because Saber Alter, which is usually the quote unquote evil Saber, comes around in way different like forms. So like one version of her could be corrupted by the Grail, one version could be her doing it herself or something like that. It really depends on
Usually the
where it
TLD
happens.
usually the TLDR version of it is so because there's different versions of Saber. There is Saber, and then there's like, and Saber's name is Artoria, and then there's like Lancer Artoria, and then there's Caster. There's Caster Artoria now. Um, not including
Well,
the
that
summer
happens in
skins.
that it happens like in all servants. Like they have different
Yeah, they have different
renditions of
classes.
themselves.
But like for
And it's usually like at
example,
a different point in their life.
yeah, but like for example, Lancer Artoria is evil in the sense of like she's lost her humanity, so she kind of like doesn't give a shit if she does really bad things because it's for in her mind like the greater good. That's like why you have to fight her. And then there's an alter version of that one who's just kind of a bitch, honestly. But for like in general though, just for like normal base Saber, what ends up happening is she either gets corrupted by the Grail, because again, the Grails are evil, or she
Yeah.
realizes that like she realizes basically that like her life sucks, and
Yeah.
she's decided that the world just like
So the
doesn't
one
deserve to live anymore, basically.
no, so the one Jay's talking about is the one in Heaven's Feel. And
That's
Heaven's
got
Feel is
corrupted.
basically yeah, that was corruption. So in Heaven's Feel, everything basically goes wrong that can go wrong.
Yeah,
And
there's
almost
yeah.
everything is corrupted.
Because there's
Like everyone
basically
gets corrupted.
there's this evil like thing living in the Grail that's like the embodiment of like all evil things basically, and because
Yeah.
I
And
think
it
he also
takes over
corrupts
Sakura, I
Sakura,
believe.
yeah,
Yeah, it basically takes over Sakura.
and she's hella powerful, so then he has access to a whole bunch of powerful shit, and then he starts corrupting. I think Saber gets corrupted. Lancer doesn't because Lancer is the absolute
No.
homeboy. He,
Well, Lancer dies actually pretty early in that movie.
shh, it doesn't
I,
matter. No, he doesn't. He's alive in my heart.
nah, he dies like to. I'm pretty sure he dies to Assassin.
Wait, who was assassinate? Oh, right, Medea. No, she was Caster.
No, no, no.
Who
It
was?
was one of the. It was one of the masked dudes. I think with the long arm.
Oh, yeah, it was Cursed Arm. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's yeah. It was him.
I always forget like which, because like Medusa is Ryder in that one,
Yeah,
and then Medea's Caster.
yeah.
Which is also hilarious because they seem really powerful in like the anime, and then you like get them in game and they're so dog shit.
3-star.
They're just like, yeah. Though I will say two
The
3 stars in Fate Grand Order that like have never like gone me wrong have been Robin and Billy the Kid. They both actually kind of
really
fuck.
Kukulain
No,
is like
yeah,
super freaking.
Kukulain's good
He
too,
is
for
like
sure.
he is a 5-star disguised as a 3-star.
Yeah, Kukulain should not have been a 3 star. I truly I want to know who made that decision at Type Moon because I have words. There's no way.
I mean, they eventually gave him a 5-star.
Yeah, but he's a dickhead, and he's also a lizard man. Like,
and I don't see how that's a downside.
I can't fuck lizard penis. I know that's kind of your thing, but like I can't get behind lizard penis. Apparently though, Maeve can. Cuz he's I think isn't he summoned in that one because Maeve like wanted a Kukulain that would be like interested in her, and not only was he not interested in her, he also was like summoned all fucked up.
No, she basically wanted all the kinkiness and him in like wanting her, and she got none of that.
I love that her type is emotionally unavailable men.
It really was.
Her type are men that are not interested in him. And the hilarious thing is at the end of that Lost Belt, like when we're defeating Maeve, she gets like a last boost of energy because Kukulain is like, I guess you weren't the worst. Like it's not even a compliment what he does. And she just like orgasms from it and then like fucks us up by summoning 70 fucking demon pillars.
Listen, she was all about that Kukulain.
She has a degradation kink. There's just like there's no way.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like
there's no way she doesn't.
There's no fucking way. Which I think is hilarious, genuinely. I also love that I think she's like the one Irish servant that's not a Lancer. I think like pretty like literally all of them, if they don't have a Lancer form, they are just a Lancer.
Yeah, I think you're honestly right.
Because technically, honestly, with the exception of Kukulain, I think, and I guess Dear Muid, Skaha is the only one with another like form that's not like a Lancer. And technically that's not even Skaha, that's like her like merged self. Kind of like Rika.
Sluggish.
She got merged kind of like Rika did. Well, except Rika got merged with some director named Grady, and I have no fucking clue who that is. Which tells me he's not very famous.
Yeah, I don't know.
I cannot believe Rika's gonna be in the fucking Fate event. I can't escape him. I'm so pissed. He haunts my nightmares.
I love it.
It's pretty fucking atrocious. I'm gonna be so for real.
I find it absolutely hilarious.
I hate it. I can't believe Rika's gonna be involved. But I am kind of interested to know because they're definitely keeping some characters hidden. Because like,
there has to be like they have to have like some kind of caster in it because it's gonna be 7 contestants, so I'm assuming there's gonna be 7 servants.
Yeah, well, there's definitely 7 servants. It's gonna be like about whether or not there's like 7 masters to go along with the servants, which it kind of like sounds like there should be because I can't imagine them doing a Fate thing where there's not. But like my thought process is we're either going to get merged with the servant as the trailblazer and we're going to compete, or we're going to be like the master of a servant and we're going to compete that way.
We are 100% being the master of Saber.
Yeah, that's probably true. Though I will say something that somebody interestingly pointed out is that clearly they are hiding certain characters that are going to be involved because there's not 7 characters like spread across. Like we have Robin, Boot Hill, Rika, who we now know is a servant and not a master. And then there's Saber and Archer, Aventurine.
I'll say Aventurine.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, I guess it just depends on which planets they want to pull from.
Well, so my thought process here is because we see Boot Hill and Kukulain fighting side by side, and we see Archer and Aventurine fighting side by side. So it would be wild to me if they weren't like master servants, you know what I mean? So, anyways, what was my thought? Fuck.
I don't
Oh,
know.
basically, I feel like there's going to be other servants that they haven't announced yet, either merged with like Penacony characters or like, you
I
know.
don't think they're gonna do any merging because that's way more Fate Grand Order than it ever
Well,
will be
they
Fate
did
Stay
it with
Night.
Rika. I mean,
That's like the one exception. I feel like they're gonna get around with it with him being like the director of it all.
yeah, he did make the comment of like somebody was like, "Oh, so you're like possessed." And he's like, "I think of it more as like method acting." And I'm like, "That is the only way that you could begin to explain that." Um,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So,
So that's why I'm like 100% like, nah, he is. They're not gonna do anything more than that. I'm pretty sure.
but it's interesting then because then there's not 7 servants. There's not even 7
Well,
masters.
they 100% can put more masters, and it just depends on who they will. If they'll do purely Penacony, or if they'll bring in like Sampo, or they'll bring in Firefly,
God,
Sparkle,
they
stuff
better
like
not
that.
bring in Sampo. I swear to God, if I have to
They're
play
gonna
through an
bring in
event with
Sampo.
Sampo and Rika, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna like
Sampo's totally.
I'm gonna go to Hoyover's headquarters and I'm going like whoever made that god awful decision is gonna have to fight me. I'm gonna be so for real.
No, it's gonna happen.
It's
It's
not
gonna
gonna happen.
happen.
I refuse. I refuse to believe. Um I need to make a chest. There we go. But that does raise the interesting point though, is that you realize that like that does mean that theoretically Gilgamesh could still be in it.
I'm so hoping they actually put Gilgamesh in it.
I would be
I feel like it would
shocked
be a
if he wasn't leaked
crime.
yet though. Like if they managed to not leak Gilgamesh, that is insane to me.
I will say, I mean, Kukulane didn't get
Yeah,
leaked
Kukulane
until
didn't get leaked
literally
either, but
the
like
trailer.
yeah, but Kukulane and Gilgamesh, like as much as I love Kukulane, I fully accept that like Gilgamesh is a much like what's the word I'm looking for? He's a much more popular, like famous character. You know what I mean? Like people have been asking for him to be in the event so long. I refuse to believe that a leaker wouldn't like, you know. You know what I mean?
Same time,
Okay, Jay, sleep well. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
I feel like when Hoyo wants to hide something, they hide it really freaking well.
They did not hide Finon for shit though. Like he
Well,
was
no, I'm
leaked
not
like
saying.
immediately.
Well, yeah, I'm not. Duh.
This fucking crow ate my crops. What a fucking hoe. Rude.
But like, no, with Finon, I 100% didn't believe he was
You
gonna
think the
ever
leak was
not be leaked or
intentional?
anything.
You think the leak was
I think a lot
intentional?
of leaks. I think a lot of leaks were intentional.
That's probably pretty fair. Speaking of things that Hoyo just does, like out of the blue, that fucking
This,
Genshin thing, dude, the only thing
they
I
just
could.
drop the most lore-filled things on the most random ass days.
They do. And okay, but here's the thing is that I'm actually kind of thankful that they did it then because I was working literally in the background. I've been working on like the Four Shining Shades script that I've been working on for a while, and I was gonna record today. So I was like, oh my
Well, now
God, I
you gotta
actually
go
have a
back to the drawing board.
I didn't though. That's the thing. I just added shit to my script. Like that's it. I was so thankful because I really wanted to get it done yesterday and I didn't end up doing it and I was like, "Oh, damn it. I wasn't productive." But like then I was like, "Oh my God, wait. Actually, this was so perfect because what if I had gotten it out the day before and then they dropped that shit and then I would have been like, fuck it. Just fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck my life. Everything's bad." So, I'm actually like super thankful that they waited. It's like the one time Hoyo hasn't actively fucked me, honestly.
You say that after like getting really good polls recently.
On Honkai Star Rail, not on Genshin. The last 5-star I've pulled on Genshin has been Kanichi. Like, and not on his rerun, on his like original run. I have like gotten shit for dick from Genshin. Now, to be fair, I grind way less in that game, so I have like way less pulls. But like, it's also like
Yeah,
way
I wonder
harder in
why.
Genshin to get in-game currency. Like, I feel like
I know,
Quayo,
I
I don't have to
agree.
try that hard to get in-game currency, but with Genshin, I feel like you actively have to like go do shit. You know what I mean?
You do.
Which is kind of
Well, the
lame.
thing is, like, there's no auto, so you have to do stuff.
Yeah. But I'm actually so thankful. I'm on the second edit of that video, so hopefully it's going to come out tomorrow. Assuming I can get it done. And I'm like so thankful that like number one also it's just nice to have like extra footage that I can use because I was like fuck I'm gonna have to reuse the same Mondstadt footage I've used in like 6 other videos. So at least I have like new like footage to play in the background, which is nice. And also Rheindotir and Nibirius was like that was such a drop.
The other ones were a drop. Like Asterith, we didn't know. Like everyone thought she was dead for the longest time.
You mean Asmodee? The
No,
space.
Asterith.
Do you mean
Is that how you pronounce
Istaroth?
her
Do you
name?
mean Istaroth? Her name's
What are you
Istaroth.
talking about?
The time? Are you talking about the time lady?
Yeah, you can call it Astaroth or Istaroth, I'm pretty sure.
I have never heard anyone call her Astaroth. I've heard people call her Istaroth.
Oh, I've heard Astaroth.
I have
I've
not.
heard Astaroth, so that's why I have been pronouncing it like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was a big proponent of the her being dead theory and like now she's not and I'm kind of like, "Oh, damn it, I was wrong." But on the other hand, I was also like we also have more confirmation that she and Venti have some kind of connection because they share a VA.
Oh yeah, no, in every single language they share a VA.
Yeah, so
It's intentional. It's
for
100%
sure.
intentional.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I kind of somebody's like posted, can you imagine if Istaroth is just Venti's mom? And that I don't
Dude,
know
that
why
wouldn't
that made
make
me
no sense.
no, I get it, and it wouldn't, but like I thought it was the funniest fucking thing because could you imagine Venti fucking off and getting drunk and Istaroth just coming in and being like, "Oh my god, this is how you've been spending your time," and it was just the funniest thing to me. Like it doesn't make sense, but I was like, that would be hilarious.
Enough.
And I mean, technically, I guess if he's born of her power, then he is kind of like her child, sort of. Like not physically,
Eh.
but like
Oh, what'd you do? What's
I
going
started
on?
I started a cutscene. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
skipping. It's okay. Sorry. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm like,
my
what is
B.
happening?
I'm going to get food because I'm like almost exhausted. And I accidentally triggered a cutscene. My B. But yeah, that video is so good. It's so insane. And now there's even more fuel for the Paimon is actually the Heavenly Principles theory, which is
Oh no,
like
so I don't believe she's the heavenly principles with what we've gotten about the heavenly principles, like the actual, but I do heavily believe she is either like a combination of the shades' powers or she is like so if you've noticed that the four shades, they all kind of link up to one of the artifacts, like
yeah,
the
I actually mentioned that in
oh,
my
here's
video.
I 100% believe Paimon is like a fifth shade and she's like the circlet. So cuz like her little crown and everything, I think it matches very well.
I kind of okay, so I mean I agree that like they all match up with like the artifacts and shit, but I actually think that the Heavenly Principles is reason, which is kind of like that's what the circlet is supposed to like represent is reason. And which is interesting because then if you're watching the video, like the first part of the video is like how like the shades aren't beholden to reason and yet very clearly they are because they like are terrified of the Heavenly Principles. That's why they follow the rules to begin with. Um
So, one of my theories is that Paimon is Asmodee.
yeah, that's the other thing that people
Asmodee.
are pointing out is that
Like
but the only
I
thing
think
oh, you go
sorry,
ahead.
continue.
Well, the
Oh
only
no, I
thing
was just going to say seriously.
you go.
Okay. So, what I was going to say is just like the reason why I think she is like either like a part of the sustainer or like is the sustainer is not really just because of like all the features in her outfits or the connections is because I think it was Renova that made the comment where I wonder if she cares more about her new master than her own life. And Paimon really cares about the traveler more than anything.
Yeah. And like I'm not saying that that's not necessarily the direction that they'll go in. Like I could see it, but here's my thing is that in the most recent Dainslift quest, there's a comment made where like there's like somebody eavesdropping on the conversation and it's implied that's Asmodee because like she's using
No,
like
I
the
would
cubes.
100% believe. That's why I'm more or less like it's a part of Asmodee, not like completely Asmodee
So kind of like
herself.
the theory with Venti and Istaroth that Venti's like kind of like a like shoot off of her powers. So kind of like his own being, but not like Paimon's sort of like the same thing, but for the space.
I was thinking almost like it's like weird. So like almost like a part of her like tore off from the sustainer and became Paimon sort of thing. Not
Yes.
really just like power alone, but literally it is Asmodee, but at the same time it's its own like
So kind of
Paimon's
like
her own self
Nahida
sort of thing.
almost.
Yeah, almost like that because with a lot of like comparisons they do to twins or to siblings and stuff like that, I figure like something like that actually might work.
I could see that. I think my thing though is with Paimon is
Oh,
I kind of
sorry.
what?
There we go. Nothing.
I think that like I don't think that Paimon necessarily is. I'm not sure if Paimon's necessarily the Heavenly Principles or
I
Asmodee.
don't believe she's the heavenly.
Now,
I don't believe she's the heavenly
what I
principles.
could see, like what I could see Hoyo doing, just because they've done this before, is the idea that Paimon, because like really, there's three options for Paimon, right? Heavenly Principles, one of the Moon Sisters, or like Asmodee in some way. I don't think that she's fully Asmodee because I think the master they're referring to is the Zaritza. I think Asmodee is working with the Zaritza to like actually like do
I
like
can see
the
that,
stuff
but
that
at the
they're
same
doing.
time, it's like I don't know. Like I don't
Also,
know.
I don't know. Have you played through Skirk Story Quest by any chance?
No, I have not, so don't spoil it.
Okay. I don't want to. I mean, this. I don't think
Because
it
I
gets
know
spoiled.
you don't. I know you don't. I like. I know you like watch it, so.
Well, I did. I actually haven't played through her story quest yet, and I don't think this is something that gets announced in the story quest. It's something in her voice lines as a character. So I'm not entirely sure where we actually learn this piece of information because there's two huge lore drops in her voice lines, like as a character. So again, not really sure if we get this from her story quest, but I don't have to tell you, like if you don't want to. But
I mean, I
I
have skirt.
okay, so you could listen to the voice lines if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you okay with finding out? Because this is I haven't played through the story quest. It's just like from the voice lines.
I'd rather probably find out from looking at Skirk's thing, because it might be something that's hidden until you do the quest, because there
Oh, I
are like
guess
voice
true.
lines that definitely do that.
Okay. Basically, I'm not gonna spoil it for you then, but basically there's something.
I know she's like, I know she's like from out of world and
So
everything
yeah,
like that, and
it
like
doesn't
she's
have to do
dark.
with Skirk. It has to do with two other characters.
Mm,
It has to do with the Hexen Circle. Is all I'm gonna say.
mm.
But and again, I'm not spoiling it for you, but it has something to do with like the shades and the Hexen Circle, which makes sense. I mean, we knew that
I mean,
Rhine
Ryan
is,
daughter.
but it doesn't have to do with Rhine But it kind of makes me. That's kind of why I don't think Paimon necessarily is Asmodee, just because of something we find out from that voice line, if that makes sense. But it is kind of
Mm,
confusing what we find out from that voice line because I don't think this character is that thing either. They just have like a weird sort of thing about it. And I can't be specific because otherwise it's a spoiler. But it do be one of those things where you're kind of like, huh. You know what I mean?
oh my god, fishing sucks.
Yeah, fishing sucks in every game. Haven't you played any fishing mini game ever?
No, but this one sucks because it's a click one and like it's so sensitive.
Go to bed, bitch.
No, I'm literally in town.
Oh my god, ho, it's like 9:30.
And
Bedtime, bitch.
I'm not even at like 1 second. What's this?
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Wasting my time.
Eat the seaweed.
Don't consume the seaweed.
I've consumed the seaweed.
Oh my god, of course you have.
I
Of
have
course you
oyster.
have.
How do I get out of here?
I don't know. I don't know where
Up
you
here?
are.
I don't know either, to be honest.
Dude, you better like start trying to find your way back because I'll see like if I can see you on the map. Oh yeah, you like
I'm on my
okay.
way.
You are. I see you.
I'm on my way.
Anyways
I don't know.
though,
What time does it? Whatever.
um Midnight is when you, like, have to... Midnight's when you have to go to sleep. Otherwise, it's like, it's getting really late.
A bunny!
I need another torch. Oh my god. There we go. Anyways, back to Honkai Star Rail.
Are you in my house?
No. I was putting torches down. I was in bed, and then I got up because you were busy doing shit.
Gross.
Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with my torches? Go to bed. Fix it in the morning.
I need to...
Oh my god, fix it in the morning, bitch. God damn.
No, I must fix it now.
If you promise not to fix it, if you go to bed and, like, deal with it tomorrow, I'll let you talk about Gilgamesh for, like, the next 10 minutes.
Jesus. We're sleeping together.
Anything for that Gilgamesh dick. There we go.
There, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go fix your torches.
Oh my god. Oh my lord. I'm surprised the torches are still lit. Oh, your little turnips are ready. Haha.
I'm gonna put that torch down.
I did.
You have no taste.
Oh my god. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I have an oyster.
Yeah, cool. I gave it to you.
Wild. It doesn't... Dude, just let me have my torches by my thing so I can see shit. God.
No, you don't need to see shit at night. You were the one that told me to come home.
Yeah, because you were, like, out buttfuck knows where, doing ass crack knows what.
At least I was getting us stuff.
Were you getting us stuff? Were you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting us rocks. So.
That's nice.
It is nice, actually. Thank you very much.
We need to get more seeds.
Yeah, we also need to sell, like, once we sell your little turnips, we can get more stuff. Because we just need more money. We are, like, poor, but poor Victorian farmers. Another character whose dick you would suck, Sebastian Michaelis. The silence on the line is deafening.
How much money does it cost to do the backpack upgrade? I forgot.
2,000.
Oh!
Yeah, we've got nothing, my dude. I don't know how to tell you this, but nowhere near close.
Alright. I did not want to know that, but okay.
Yeah, that is the truth of the matter, I'm afraid. Such is life. Anyways, tell everybody about why you love Gilgamesh so much.
He's just fun.
He's not. Even remotely.
He really is.
He's really not.
I think he is.
Okay, what about him it makes you think that he's fun? How about that? Why him specifically? Out of all of the dickheads you could have chosen, why that particular one?
Because he's the one character that can talk shit about everyone and leave the room without anyone trying anything.
See, except canonically, he has gotten fucked up by Archer Hercules.
And, well, yeah, Archer Hercules is like the strongest version of Hercules.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, he's not invincible.
And that's simply... I never said he was invincible.
He'd start talking shit, and Archer Hercules would fucking just snipe him from 30 yards.
His biggest flaw is his own ego. He would win almost every single fight if he didn't have his ego.
Yeah, if he would just pull out the, like, god-killing sword immediately, he'd be fun. Well, except... Okay, Skaha and Kukulane can't kill him, but they can play tag indefinitely, and honestly, I think that's kind of hilarious.
But you forget Kukulane has a cooldown by 1 turn.
Okay, Skaha technically in lore does not. Like, that's like something that they, the creators of FGO came out and they were like, she couldn't win, but she could play tag indefinitely. Like, every time he pulls out Enuma Elish, she could just, like, dip back into her...
So, is Skaha a goddess?
Yes, technically. So,
okay,
no, so she doesn't...
realistically, Gilgamesh just needs to chain her.
So, she doesn't have divinity. She's technically considered a fairy. So, she's like one of those weird existences in the Fate series. So, she's not... She was worshipped as a goddess warrior woman in Ireland. But her existence is closer to that of Fae, but she was technically human. So she's a human who can never die until she trains a warrior to kill her, which is why she's never technically died. Technically. But because of her existence in her own like dimension, which is sort of like Avalon but also not, she can be summoned as a servant. It's basically kind of like Merlin rules, except she actually gets summoned. But she also has the ability to like dip back into her own dimension anytime she wants. Which is why she can fight Gilgamesh, basically. Like the TLDR of it.
You stand up to the chains of heaven then. I know that like
she's not a divinity.
You have,
she doesn't have actual divinity.
But the thing is though, like the chains can still hold you. It's just the more divinity you have, the more unbreakable they are.
Yeah, but the thing with Skaha is, and again, it's kind of why the creators were like, she can't win, but she can play tag indefinitely. She could just go in, once she's in her own dimension, it's kind of like Avalon, you know, like things can't hurt you in Avalon. Once she's in her own dimensions, the chains can't hold her because she rules over her own dimension. So once she opens up the portal and like allows it to like go over her body, the chains like kind of like not cease to exist, but they kind of just like aren't a problem anymore. The only thing is like she can't actually kill Gilgamesh. Like she does not have a weapon that would like at all ever be able to do that. She can literally just play tag indefinitely by going in and out of her portals, basically. And Gilgamesh can't, I forget how they explain this, but Gilgamesh can't go into her dimension. Technically, only like the only person in canon to have gone into her dimension is Cuchulainn. And they don't ever really explain how he was able to do that. It's because he's like supposed to be the one that's like able to kill her, but then he was like, "No, I don't want to kill my mom." And so he like didn't, and she was pissed about it.
I see, says the blind man.
Yeah. Well, basically the TLDR of it is that he, unless he like caught her by surprise, like obviously like if Gilgamesh just like didn't stand golden dick first out on the battlefield and he just like stabbed her from behind, then like obviously like that would end her. Like she has to be able to activate the ability to use it, but you know what I mean? Hell yeah, another 500 gold. Not
go
bad.
Buy seeds.
Okay. Go buy seeds. Buy us some potatoes. And some more turnips.
I shall do that.
I shall collect my turnips. Oh, I'm sorry. They're parsnips, not turnips.
I wasn't gonna like correct you, to be honest. I was just gonna let you go.
Well, I started picking them up and they started calling them parsnips, like as if that's like anything different than a turnip. You're all just turnips to me. Hello, hello. Thank you for the lurk, Dali. I appreciate you. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah.
Anyways, back to discussion about Gilgamesh.
Yeah, back to you talking about Gilgamesh and my queen, Skaha, who is the best character in all of Fate Grand Order, with the exception of Karna and Dantes.
Sure. Anyways, they nearly don't have enough screen time to even.
Dude, I'm so bad. Dantes, the only screen time Dantes gets is in the Solomon movie. Like for like literally like 5 frames. That's it. That's like,
I'm about to say, wasn't he only in there for like 5 frames?
He was. But you know what? I milked those 5 frames for everything they were worth because that is the only time I'm ever gonna get to see.
The supermarket doesn't open until 10.
Gilgamesh firing off Elish, misses, calls up the gods. Hey, Babylonian gods, I missed. He calls it.
What'd you just?
Enuma Elish. 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 It literally doesn't fucking matter because Gilgamesh doesn't fucking matter. So.
He says it.
I don't give a fuck. Dude, when I start pronouncing things right, it's when I give a shit about the character.
You cannot ever question anything I've ever said wrong because you just pronounce Elish.
Okay, look at it. Look at the way it's fucking spelled in chat. That's Eli. Oh my god, it crashed. Oh my god, dude, Stardew Valley crashed. Hold up,
I
hold
just
up.
went down. I just went
Dude,
down
what did you do to
somewhere.
my game? You fucked everything up.
I I
Oh my
I
god,
just
dude, we have
went
to restart
I
the day
just
now. I don't know what you did.
oh no.
I think you triggered a cutscene on accident and it crashed the game because, like,
I'm sure when you trigger a cutscene,
I'm
it's
the
fine,
host,
but when
bitch. I'm the host. That's why. I think it triggered a cutscene and it was like, what the fuck? And it crashed it. Okay, I gotta restart, but I have to hide it from chat because I can't have y'all,
yeah,
like, knowing what the code is.
the code gets reset anyway.
Well, yeah, but people can join because I have, like, 2
Yeah.
slots technically, so. Okay, I gotta type this code really fast because it disappears and then I can't find it again.
Elric, I refuse to believe Gilgamesh ever pronounces it her
Pronounced
way.
it! Pronounced it! Oh, fuck, the thing disappeared. Hold on. Pronounced it?
She's bullying me because of my
Pronounced it.
lisp.
I think that's supposed to be an
You're bullying.
I. SB. Okay, I think that's the code. Oh wait, can I just copy and paste it? Oh, I could just copy and paste it.
Yeah, I literally don't know why you have you not been copying pasting
No,
it?
I haven't. I have
Are you
not.
oh,
Yeah,
honey.
yeah. I know. I'm the dipshit. I get it. I'm
I thought you
aware.
could
He
oh.
says it both ways depending on the anime. That's right, Elric. Elric has my fucking back. Lee is a fucking liar. You know this means you have to, like, remake your character too, right?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay, cool. Okay.
Anyway, I'm not gonna go to the supermarket until it's time. What other anime does he actually use Aya though?
He uses it in, like, every fucking thing that he's in.
He never says it though. I think the only time he ever really actually said his attack was in Grand Order Babylon. Because I don't know if he said it in Zero. Did he say it in Zero?
He said it in Zero.
I don't remember.
He
him
says
saying
it your
in
way,
Zero, I
Lee, in
guess.
Fate Zero, and the other way in Strange Fake. Got it.
That makes no sense to me.
Oh my god, guys, I just realized I fucking turned on the wrong thing. It was showing my OBS. Nobody said anything.
You wanna know what's funny? I was looking at the screen and I thought nothing was wrong.
Anyways, guys, if you ever want to know what my OBS settings look like, that's what they look like.
I legit was even looking at your screen and I said fucking nothing.
That's wild. That's
like,
crazy.
oh, that's nice.
That's crazy.
It didn't even cross my mind that I was looking at that. It didn't even cross my mind.
And honestly, Elric, Fate Strange Fake is the only one that should matter anyways. So if he says it my way in that one. Listen.
Yeah, no.
Why
you
can't...
say shit? I love it. How you dog shit on every version, every male version of Saber, but you will 100% go after Richard, who is literally the biggest fucking fanboy of Arthur.
Okay, listen.
Everyone's
allowed to have a flaw. Everyone's allowed to have a flaw. Everyone's allowed to have a flaw.
Every other version that is like King Arthur, and you are like, nah, not for me. But you look at the biggest fanboy of King Arthur, and you say, you know what? He's got spunk.
Okay.
Even though he is the exact
difference.
Same
no,
character.
he's not. No, he's not. You want to know what the difference is? You want to know what the difference is?
There is no difference.
He can play a sick guitar.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. Everything he does, he automatically becomes professional at it. So you're just
no. That's not what I was gonna say. I was not gonna say that. I was gonna What I was gonna say is, do you want to know the actual scene in the light novels that made me like Richard? Do you want to know what it actually was?
Fucking 6 on a guitar. That's all you care about.
No. He is able to shred so well on a guitar that a punk band was like, "Hey, do you want to join our punk band? We'll give you punk clothes." And he was like, "Oh man, I totally would, but like I gotta go kill people." And they were like, "Oh, that's so fair."
You're still on about that, Dick. I know you are.
Dude, listen, I'm telling you though, he is the only canon character in Fate Grand Order, or not Fate Grand Order, in any of the Fate series that canonically has an ability that means his dick is perfection. I don't make the rules. I literally, Nasu made the rules. I literally don't make the rules for that. I can't help it,
Say
Lee.
that because you want him to be. You want him so badly.
Dude.
Which I find absolutely hilarious because that is totally not your like normal shtick.
He's totally, well, actually, like somebody pointed out to me that he's actually kind of like a cross between like he's definitely got like Arthur vibes, but he's also kind of a cross between like Lilia and Venti.
You're like cutting out on Discord a bit, so it's just like he's definitely.
Hold on, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Did that fix it?
I mean, I can hear you.
Well, am I cutting out still?
No.
Okay. Cool. Okay, anyways, back to my main point is he's kind of like a cross between Lilia and Venti. And he's not like so much of a knight in shining armor either, because like Homegirl told him to like fuck off. And you want to know what he did? You want to know what he had the common decency to do? He fucked right off. I appreciate that so much in a man. A man who knows how to fuck off is like
he left his master to the mercy of everyone else.
No, she asked him to. She told him to.
Them promptly arrested.
Okay, listen. Listen. We all make mistakes, but
he got them arrested.
We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes.
She went into this Holy Grail War thinking she was gonna get a servant that was worthy, and she got someone who got her arrested the moment he got summoned.
She was technically not supposed to summon anybody. She was like a human sacrifice. She just accidentally summoned somebody, and then she was like, no, you know what? They want me to participate in the Grail War. I don't want to do that. And then Richard was like,
you're cutting out so much, I cannot hear whatever you're saying right now.
Fuck, god damn. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna do something.
I think it's just Discord. I don't know about stream though. I can hear you.
Okay, my mic cord was like halfway in and halfway out.
Oh, maybe that was why.
Anyways, what I was saying is that basically she just was like, she decided she didn't want to be in the Holy Grail War because other people wanted her to be in the Holy Grail War, so she was like, I'm not going to do that. And then he was like, okay, cool, peace out, that's cool. And then they get arrested.
His master left his master.
And then they get because
Holy Grail War.
She asked him to. She asked him to. Now they did get arrested.
See, that can be noble if it isn't the very fact that leaving your master to Holy Grail War means basically condemning them to death.
Listen, I wasn't telling it was noble. I was saying that that's like a reason I like him. She asked him something and she was like, "You know what, bitch? You know what? I believe that you know what you're doing with your life." He was like, "You know what? Bad choice, maybe, but that's your decision to make a bad choice." So, anyways, my main point with this is that that also leads to the really funny scene of when they're actually fucking arrested. And he's like, well, I don't know what your plan is. I'm just gonna like go ghost mode and leave. And she's like, you're just gonna leave me here? And he's like, well, you're not my master. You told me that you weren't.
You're still cutting out, honey.
Oh my god, no. What?
I don't know if it's just me now,
okay,
but...
hold on. I'm gonna just leave the Discord call and come back.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
We'll see how long that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. But he does basically say, I could just, like, leave you here.
See, this is why Gilgamesh and Fate Fake is just so much better.
Oh my god, what the fuck ever. She fucking asked him to. Oh my god.
Protects his master, and
so does Richard, eventually.
But this is Gilgamesh.
That's true. Gilgamesh doesn't protect anyone.
he actually gives her stuff from his gate of Babylon.
She is a child. He's historically better with children.
He's historically better with children and women, like, especially, like...
Well, depends on the version of him as far as women goes.
So the way I'm trying to describe it, like, if he has a female master versus a male master, he treats the female one significantly better in some regards.
Yeah, I mean that's actually pretty fair. Unless it's the Fate Zero version of him, which at which point he's just kind of a dick. Well,
So I'm at the supermarket and there's fucking nobody in here.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I was also here in the supermarket. I gotta go drop off
How
my
are we supposed to
parsnips
buy
though.
stuff?
I don't know. I feel like, okay, I will say though, the thing that I think is funniest about Richard is how much Gilgamesh hates him.
Oh, Gilgamesh absolutely hates him.
Gilgamesh loathes him, and that is the funniest fucking thing to me in the whole wide world. And the whole reason he loathes him is because Richard is just like super optimistic about things. Did you do a cutscene again?
Crash. No,
Yes.
I literally just went in a house.
Dude, this is cursed.
I literally just went into a house.
Because we're talking about the Fate series, Snickerdoodle. That's why. Also, Lee crashed my Stardew Valley thing.
I literally just went in a house.
Okay, you need to stop doing things without my permission. I think that's why.
I'm too
Also, didn't he just give her a portion? It wasn't a potion of immortality. It would like age her back. So like once she once she gets like old and crusty, she could drink it and like turn back into like a youngin.
Basically what happened is like when he was first summoned, he's like, this war is not worth my time. So he was literally gonna turn himself into Kid Gilgamesh version, but then Enkidu showed up and he's like, oh fuck yes.
He was like, God, my dick is here.
Okay. So he immediately fucked off with that idea, gave the potion to her, and then went to go basically destroy the world 7 times and Enkidu like rebirth the world 7 times.
Well, okay, rephrase. That's not what happened. They fucked around in a desert.
It was. No, it was described in that regards where it felt like the world was destroyed 7 times and reborn 7 times.
Okay, well the anime definitely doesn't.
It's like heavily implied. It's like heavily implied. I'm pretty sure one of the onlookers like even says that's how it felt.
I mean, I think they compare it to like a nuclear bomb, I think is how they compare it in the anime. I could be wrong. It's been a hot minute since I watched the movie because they fucking cock tease me with Richard. They're like,
I'm almost positive they described it as if the world was being destroyed and reborn 7 times.
I think the thing that pisses me off the most is how excited I was for I think what pisses me off the most is how excited I was for an
anime, but we didn't get it actually.
Well, we're supposedly getting it. That's the thing, right? Is like they keep being like, well,
once a year.
Yeah, but also it's like my other piece that I fucking get really pissed off about is like the whole point that I was so excited for Fate Strange Fake was so that I could finally see Richard, and then the movie comes out and you see his like silhouette for like 30 seconds right at the very end, and it's like such a ripoff.
I mean, we get to see him
not
episode 1.
Yeah, I know, and that was like the only thing that I got, you know what I mean? And then like episode 2 has like what, not come out?
No. Well, to be honest, I got Gilgamesh from the movie and that was it.
Well, but he was in the movie for like a significant portion of it. I will say though, Enkidu's master in Fate Strange Fake is amazing.
He's a good boy.
I think somebody should just go into the woods and feed him some like chicken nuggets. You know what I mean?
He deserves the finest quality of meat.
Chicken nuggets.
No.
Also, can we appreciate the fact that Waver's little shithead fucking student, like, I think I could be wrong, but I think in the anime, like, he just shows up on TV and he's like, hey, like some other teacher's like, hey, isn't that your student, the one you told not to go to America? And he's like, no, it totally could not be. And then he looks at the TV and he's like, oh my god, my shithead is in America.
No, it wasn't that.
He was on TV.
Where you got the TV? I don't remember that.
He was on TV. No. The kid, like, because they were filming about the fucking Gilgamesh and Enkidu fight. They didn't know that's what it was. They thought like a bomb went off in the desert. But then in the background, you see Flat waving at the camera. And they go into Waver's office and they're like, is this your shithead kid? And they're like, and he's like, oh my god, yeah, that is my shithead kid. They have technology.
To be honest.
They're not fucking...
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying I don't remember that.
It does happen. It's kind of the funniest fucking thing.
I don't remember though.
Waver gets
Honestly,
shit on constantly.
Flat is a very like Flat is like one of those characters like I just don't care for.
Really interesting. Why not?
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't care for him. I can't say I don't like him. I just don't care for him.
Okay, he's gonna be real important later in the story. It just is an FYI.
I don't give a
Because
crap,
he's kind of
honestly.
like not a person.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't see that's the thing about Fate though, is like, and I think this is why it's so confusing for people joining the Fate fandom. Like, I feel bad for all of the baby Honkai Star Rail players that are gonna see this event and be like, oh my god, I should get into Fate. Because the Fate series in and of itself is like,
So that's kind of funny. So like there was a recent, I think it was a commission done, but I'm not too sure. I think it was like kind of an official commission, but kind of not an official commission with Archer Gilgamesh and Finon fighting,
oh yeah,
and
it
it showed
wasn't
Archer
official, but it was, yeah. It was a
yeah.
commission.
Yeah, it was a commission, but it was kind of official, kind of not sort of thing. It's like one of those circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and like it had Gilgamesh like with Aya out and everything, and Final and like with the heavenly chains being like broken and everything, which is and it had so many people debating who's stronger and like the biggest thing I wanted to keep telling people it's like it depends on which rendition you're talking about. Fate is so complex and so deep to where you can't say this person would win 100% or not because there's always something that's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think the thing that I saw like people debating about in the comments and like what people don't understand about the Fate series is Gilgamesh's sword destroys universes. Like, it is
Yeah. It is a
literally the end of
reality.
like, you know what I mean? So
It
I'm
is a
kind of
sword.
like,
It is a weapon before the concept of swords even became a thing.
yeah, like I think when he introduces, I mean, it's been so long since I've seen Fate Zero, but I think the way he introduces it in Fate Zero is basically like, this is the sword that like will end the universe or something like that. Like, it was like the Big Bang basically. And I'm like, because people were like, well, Phynon was destroying galaxies in his thing. And I'm like, you guys don't understand. Realistically, Gilgamesh at his complete peak, like no cap, doesn't give a fuck, totally willing to just destroy the universe, Gilgamesh could annihilate the entire Honkai Star Rail universe. Like, I'm not even sure the Eons realistically could stop him if he fired it off. You know what I mean?
See, the thing is, like with eons too, eons would be considered to have divinity, so even the chains of heaven would be
Yeah.
probably enough. It really depends on like, because I feel like that's the hardest thing when it comes to collabs like this, when two universes have such different ways of power scaling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To where like how do you even go about like explaining how Fate Grand Order or Fate in general works and then put it in Honkai that has basically a different set of rules.
Yeah, and because I think people run into the same problem with like people who like really like Jujutsu Kaisen and like really like Gojo. Like,
Yeah.
they run into the
Like
same
where do you
problem
put
where
them?
like Gojo is really powerful in Jujutsu Kaisen, but you can't sit there and say that he's probably like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because like I think the biggest argument is like so with Honkai like the Aeons are the gods.
yeah,
The thing though is in Fate Grand Order or Fate anything, we have multiple different gods that are just as powerful.
yeah, and like
That
it's also,
surface, and they are also weaker than say Gilgamesh or Archer Hercules or
and it's not even just, it kind of goes back to the Pokemon thing of like being able to trap like Arceus in a Pokeball. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like being able to trap like actual gods in a Pokeball, because like I think again, the thing people don't understand about Fate when you're comparing it to Honkai Star Rail is Gilgamesh as a character, as much as I don't like him, he is intentionally made to destroy gods. Like, that is kind of like his role in the like history of things. You know what I mean? Like, that's why the gods wanted him dead, because he has the ability to specifically fuck them up. Like, that is his whole thing.
I mean, his original, I think in the Fate lore, his birth was basically something to do with the universe. Like, he was basically a key for something.
Yeah,
Was
well,
his
he was
entire
supposed to
purpose.
be the gods' connection to Earth. Like, sort of almost as if they're
There's like,
emissary.
There's also something I think with like the alien god, I think, but that's going way too
Yeah, that's going into like Lost Belt
deep.
stuff, and we can't be. I can't in good conscience confuse people with the Lost Belts on this stream. As much as I would love to talk about the Lost Belts, and there are so many things about the Lost Belts I love to talk about, I can't in good conscience do that on stream right now.
I mean, at the same time, you can almost compare the Lost Belts to the planets in Honkai, where it's like it's kind of the same concept.
Well, except the difference is that the Lost Belts, even though they're one planet, the Lost Belts themselves are like mini universes. Like,
Yeah,
so you can compare it to the
they're
planets in
its own
Honkai, but
reality.
like, it's also like that is an entirely different set of reality. Like, when we destroy a Lost Belt in Fate Grand Order, we are killing a reality. Like, we are destroying people's entire fucking existence, and they will not exist in any other thing. Which is so fucked up. Like, when you really think about the implications of that, you're just like, oh my god. You found the text
Yeah,
bubble?
I did.
Excellent. Um, do you want me to go back and get more uh
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it until we can sleep and save the day, and then I'll give it a try tomorrow.
okay. It let me buy stuff earlier, so I'm gonna go. Oh, actually, I think they're closed now. It's past 6. Okay, never mind. I guess we can just go to sleep. Um, I do. I actually find the Lost Belts really. I kind of wonder where they're gonna go with the Lost Belts after this, because we're at the last Lost Belt, and we've been there for a while.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't kept
it
up with
is
the
a
JP server
mystery.
stuff too much though recently.
It is 100% gonna be a like, what are we gonna do after Lost Belts? Are they gonna try to do something else, or is the game done?
Yeah, because it was one of those. That's like kind of the problem with Fate is like at least with Fate Green Order, like the singularities. Like once they kind of ended that, you were like, okay, like the world is saved, and then they introduced the Lost Belts. And to their credit, the writers of Fate Grand Order did amazing. Like the
Oh yeah,
Lost Belts are actually
100%.
really well written, which I did not think they were going to be, like even remotely. Um, but you, I don't think you can step it up. Like the stakes can't go up from entire realities have been destroyed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
the
the biggest
alien
thing is
god is like the
too.
top. You know what I mean?
Well, the biggest thing is too is the fact that it's like the Lost Belt is tying up loose ends that was still in Grand Order.
Yeah.
So once you tie up the loose ends, what is there left to do other than to like take an entire different new concept and roll with that?
Yeah. And it's kind of one of those things where like I'm going to be really sad when Fate Grand Order is like over. It's kind of the same with like, and this is the trouble with all narrative driven like mobile games though. Like this is the trouble with all narrative driven mobile games is like once it's done, you still have servers that are active. And like you don't necessarily want to take the game down because people can still join and play through the game. But like you're also not
I would be
necessarily going to
so
make
mad.
money because like not like
I would
eventually
honestly be so mad.
yeah.
I've spent
But
I spent way too long to get Gilgamesh, okay? Archer Gilgamesh and Caster Gilgamesh. Caster Gilgamesh is almost basically maxed out. I can't.
well, but they're still in my thing is like they're still introducing um
New servants.
yeah, so they're not going to keep introducing new servants if they don't have a place to go. But I did see a really interesting theory, and I have not kept up with JP servers, so I don't know if this is like disproven or not. But somebody pointed out that they think that the final actual boss of like Fate Grand Order is actually going to be Marius Berry. Because
Oh yeah. I
David,
think that's almost been confirmed.
yeah. But somebody pointed out that like technically, because the I guess the theory is that Mary Sperry like merged with Chaldea instead of like actually dying. And so somebody pointed out that like if that's true, then that means that like basically it means that everything we've done in the name of Chaldea has strengthened the legend of Chaldea to basically be something that's unbeatable. And that if Marius Berry is Chaldea and has control over all of our servants because we summoned them using Chaldea, what the fuck are we like even supposed to do with that? So it which is like a really interesting theory because somebody was like, do you think that like I guess the theory was like the Lost Belt servants are servants that we summoned without like Chaldea, So they were like, do you think we're gonna have Lost Belt servants versus like servants that we summoned using Chaldea? And they're gonna have to like fight each other. And I was like, that would be so fucked up. Like, if you think about it in terms of like characters, you know? Like, imagine being
It would
Ritsuka
be
and having to like do that. That would
it'd
be
be tough.
insane. Yeah.
Imagine summoning like all the OP like characters like Gilgamesh, Alter, Arjuna, and all this stuff, and now they're like, now you have to fight them.
Yeah,
What?
dude, that would be so. Well, not even just that, too. Like, because I think the whole point is like building bonds with characters and then having to like fight, like them being forced to fight you and you having to fight them. Like, emotionally, that would be just like fucking.
Oh yeah.
I bought a ton of stuff, by the way. I was going to give it to you.
Aw, save some stuff for me so I can buy some
You can.
things.
There's 300 fucking things. Buy stuff, man.
I can't believe you.
Go buy stuff. Go ham. Go buy all the crops you desire. You know what? Okay. So if you were to do fuck Mary Kill with Caster Gilgamesh, Archer Gilgamesh, and Mighty.
Oh, I'm killing Archer.
Zero fucking hesitation with that. You're like, you know what? No, fuck that hoe.
Listen. As much as I love Castro Gilgamesh, I'm marrying Mighty because he would be the best husband.
Okay. You know what? A better question for this is probably more Solomon,
Yeah.
Caster Gilgamesh, and Mighty.
Yeah.
That's probably
Like,
better.
the moment you put Mighty in the equation, you can't deny he would be the best husband.
No, for sure he would, definitely.
So I'm like, that's not even a
Dude,
competition.
I don't know what you're planting, but there's just a bunch of red like I don't know if you could like look at stream real quick, but from my
I'll take a
perspective,
look.
it looks like you just planted.
You are not allowed to know what this looks like.
I literally don't fucking know what you just planted, apparently. Anyways, okay, so better question, fuck Mary Kill, Solomon, Mighty, Caster Gill.
Solomon, Mighty, Castor Gill.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd still marry Mighty because once again, I still feel like he would be the best out of the bunch to just be like married to.
Okay, wait, hold on. Before you continue, I should clarify. When I say Solomon, I mean Romani.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought that was gonna be a clarification that needed to be needed. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
In terms of housewifiness, I have to still go with Mighty.
Are you saying in terms of house husband, I still have to marry Mighty?
You are telling me, oh, Elric, Castor, Gilgamesh, Merlin, Archer, Gilgamesh, Merlin is dead.
So safe. I fucking hate Gilgamesh, but I was like, you know what? I could fuck one of them if it meant I could kill Merlin.
Merlin's dead.
I'm gonna be 100%. So
100%.
for real. Elric, you said that and immediately I was like, you know what? I could stand to touch one of their penises if it means I could kill Merlin.
Merlin's ego would be so
oh my god,
worse
he'd
to
be
deal with than Archer.
You couldn't even have a one night stand with Merlin because he'd always bring it up. Like it would be the most insufferable shit. He'd be like, "Hey, remember that time that you fucked me?"
The most you'll get out of Gilgamesh is like a grin or like a smirk or smugness, but with Merlin, he will tell you.
Oh my god, and not only tell you, he would tell everybody else. It would be a fucking nightmare. Also, realistically, I don't think Gilgamesh would fuck me. So
no, he would not. I think he would rather die.
Yeah. That is a strong reaction.
I think he would rather die.
You know what?
The thing is, you can't even say no to that. Like, you know he would.
I think, well, okay, rephrase. I don't think he'd rather die. I think he'd rather kill me. I think that's really what it would come down to.
If he had to choose.
Like if he's like, choose between fucking fucking this bitch or killing her, I think I'm just gonna kill her. I don't think he'd
Yeah.
even give me the time of day. I think it would just be an instant like head cut off sort of
No.
thing.
No. No time whatsoever.
No, which is fine because I
But
don't want to. I would not want to touch him either. Like he's probably got diseases.
well, to be honest, everyone in that like
Not
he's a
Karna.
god, so
Karna wouldn't.
because he doesn't get pussy.
Yeah, except mine. You want to talk about a husband that would be so good? Karna in Fate Grand Order would be such a good husband.
But can he cook?
I think he can actually. I mean, not like Archer
I
Emiya,
actually have no idea.
but I mean, I don't think he's like dog shit at it. Also, I don't want someone cooking for me. I like to cook.
I feel like he would burn everything.
I mean, I'm not saying he's like the most skilled person out there, but he's not like Raiden from Genshin Impact level dog shit. I think he's just like
feel
normal.
Like he would burn everything.
I feel like, but like, okay, also that's not a huge deal for me. I enjoy cooking, so I don't want somebody who cooks for me. I want somebody who can like clean up the kitchen after I'm done cooking, and I think Karna could do that.
Fair enough. Anyways, back to mine.
Yeah, back. You haven't. You just said like, who did you say to kill? Caster Gill.
Oh no. So no, I've only said I would marry Mighty even still because listen, he cooks. He's a very good cook. He would understand me. He would listen to me. He would talk about his feelings and problems.
He's good with kids.
He's good with kids. He loves kids. And it's like, what can you tell me is wrong with this man that would make him not attractive?
I feel so bad for your future partner, Lee, because your future partner's gonna have to compete with Mighty, and that's just such an unfair standard.
That is so unfair. That is so unfair.
Anyways,
so
yeah.
It's between Suleiman, aka Romani, and Caster Gilgamesh.
Yeah, who are you going to kill the cotton candy? Are you gonna kill the cotton candy man, or are you going to kill Caster Gill?
It really depends on. Okay, so as weird as this, it depends on what mood I'm in at the moment. Do I want the soft ooh I'm going to cry?
Do you want soft ooh boy hours?
Or do I want to get absolutely railed?
Lee's basically like, do I want to make love or do I want to have an AO3 fic?
Exactly. There is a difference.
That's so fucking hilarious.
That difference very much is the deciding factor between those two.
Okay, well, what are you feeling right now? Are we feeling soft uwu, or are we feeling like deep from the bowels of AO3?
Romani's already dead, so I'm sorry, my love. I'm gonna get dead.
Okay. So you heard it here, folks. Apparently, getting railed definitely is better than soft uwu boy hours.
Don't worry, tomorrow I'll feel the soft uwu boy. So
yeah, because you'll have already been railed. You can't handle it a second night in the row.
Yeah, I need to widen my horizons.
Something's gonna widen after that night for sure.
Exactly. I wasn't gonna go that far. So
oh no, I have no filter. I'm trying to think of another good.
About to say what? Okay, so I'm trying to think for you, but like I know if I just put Karna, you're just gonna marry him each time.
Yeah, you can't include. You have to like include characters that are on like the same level of Gremlin for me. Like if you want to do this.
Wait. Okay, Scaramouche.
Oh
Venti.
fuck. Oh shit.
Scaramouche, Venti, and then let me think.
Oh fuck.
Shit, I'm thinking of Lilia.
Oh no! That's like the worst one! Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Scaramouche, Venti, Lilia from Twisted Wonderland.
Remember, spitters are quitters? That's so true, Elric. Fuck. Okay, oh god, that's such a bad one. That's so bad. Oh my god. Okay, I have to marry Lilia right off the bat because he's like perfect. He's good with like kids. He like adopted a child. He's funny. He games.
But at the same time, you would have to endure his god awful cooking.
No,
That
I
is
cook. We've been
nearly
over
every
this. I'm the
single.
one cooking.
Okay,
He cleans up after
act as
me.
if Lilia. You act as if Lilia isn't still gonna try.
You act as if I'm gonna eat that horrible dog shit. Like,
Oh,
I
you're
can
gonna
tell him
hurt his
no.
feelings.
Like,
You're gonna hurt his feelings.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Don't be in my. Also, I am like, that's like the one thing about me. Don't go in my kitchen. Like, once I have claimed a kitchen, if I find you in it and you are not meant to be there, I will hurt you. Like, I don't think Lilia understands that if I find him in my kitchen touching any of my things, I will hurt him. Like, don't touch my shit.
All right. You'd marry Lilia, but who are you gonna
Oh,
screw and who are you gonna kill?
okay. Okay. um, um, oh, fuck. Okay, well, okay, okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna kill Venti.
Oh!
I'm gonna fuck Scaramouche.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, I feel bad about it, but like I just okay. Like okay, Venti's had wins. Scara hasn't. And I feel like I'm a win. So I want to give that to him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So unfortunately that means I do have to kill Venti. But you know, honestly, I don't think Venti really wants to be alive anymore anyways. So I think it's gonna be
That's a
fine.
wild take. I don't think Venti wants to live anymore,
I
so
mean,
I
he's
guess I'll kill
constantly
him.
depressed and constantly drink. Also, he drinks so much, I think he'd have a flaccid penis. Like, I don't think he'd be good at sex because
That's
drinking,
a take.
well, drinking doesn't like incline you to being good at sex because it's like a depressor, so it makes it harder for your body to do things like that. So,
Uh-huh.
also, what do we want to name the cat?
Oh, we have our kid. Oh, I'm not even on the. Okay, Mochi.
Okay, we'll name it Mochi. That's a good name. So yeah, I think I'd kill Venti and I'd fuck Scaramouche because Scaramouche just needs a win, you know. Um, and I'm a
I
win.
did not think. Okay.
I mean, I couldn't. I can't kill
Okay.
Scaramouche. He's suffered enough.
Okay.
Okay.
I will keep this in mind.
I please don't. I feel genuinely so bad. Please don't keep it in mind. I feel
I'll keep this
so
in mind.
unbelievably genuinely bad. Okay, you know what? I have a good one. I have a good one for you actually.
Okay.
Okay, Nuviolette, Zhongli.
Oh, that's mean. That's mean, and you know it.
Do you know who the last one's gonna be? Have you sensed a theme?
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
doing the double Genshin and Twisted Wonderland on me,
Well,
aren't
okay, I'm
you?
gonna be honest. I did not intend for it to be that theme. It was more Dragon was the theme, but yeah, it's Malleus is the last one for sure.
Oh, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I love Zhongli, but I would get so frustrated with his money spending, so
That's
he's not
fair.
gonna be married.
That's fair, for sure. He would be insufferable to be married to. Oh no, I killed one
He
of my
really would
turnips.
be. But at the same time, he's just a dude trying to retire, so he would also be like the least problematic one to be a relationship with.
I mean, but he has nothing better to do with his time, so he's gonna constantly be around you.
I'm
You know what I
okay
mean?
with that.
I need
Okay,
space.
so I think what I'm gonna do
I kind of hope you
is
kill Malleus so that I can like absolutely shit on you for it and be like he's
Oh,
gonna be so sad.
I was not going in that direction whatsoever. I was gonna marry Malleus.
Oh my god, simp.
I was gonna I was gonna marry Malleus.
You want to talk about
And here
emotionally stunted?
but listen, this dude has been through fucking enough and he needs someone on his side that knows this shit is fucked.
That's true. He does. He needs a homegirl to be like, "Yo,
He
absolutely
really
not.
does.
Not in my
Absolutely
fucking
not.
house."
Not in my house. And realistically, he would also just be like, it takes him a bit to understand things, but he'd also be a good guy.
Yeah, he's just autistic is really what it comes down to.
Hey, listen, I will listen to him talk about his gargoyles whenever he wants to because you know what? Gotta all have
You'll talk to him
fascinations
about
as long as he'll
Transformers,
listen.
and he'll talk to you about gargoyles.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know for sure he will listen to me.
He would, for sure, yeah. So who are you gonna
Now
kill
here comes
between
the
Zhongli
troubling.
and Neuvillette?
I know. Here comes the troubling part. Do I stay loyal to my first ever like
If it makes you feel any better,
5-star
I
or
did not stay loyal to my first 5-star even remotely.
do
I
I
threw him
stay
so hard under the
do I
bus, he
stay
bounced.
do I stay loyal or do I go for
Do you go for the fidget spinner or the guy with the money problem? Is really what it comes down to.
Okay, wait a second. I think I got this figured out. So I love Neuvillette, I really do, but
You're
I
gonna
think I
kill
might have to kill
Neuvillette.
him.
Oh my god.
Mostly because hey, Zhongli is over 6,000 years old. He has the experience.
That is insane. That is an insane reason. Can you imagine looking at somebody and being like, I have to kill you because I don't think you've had enough pussy? Like, that is a wild reason to kill somebody. That's insane.
Listen, Fontaine might drown, but that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Holy fuck. Oh my god. That's insane. That is crazy. Holy shit. That can you imagine looking at someone and being like, because you've never had a GF, because you're maidenless, I have to kill you.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
crazy.
because like I do have like a massive like I love Zhongli's arms and like how they're depicted as geos. Like I don't know why that just makes me so happy just to look at them. So I feel like I'd be happy in any position.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm not gonna shit on you for that. That's a fair reason. I'm not gonna shit on you for that.
Ew. I'm kind of surprised. Usually you shit on me for every reason.
Yeah, to be fair though, I actually like out of all of the people that you simp for, I'm actually like the people I have the least amount of problems with are probably Mighty, Romani, Zhongli, Neuvillette, and Malleus. So I don't actually
There's
like.
nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, unlike the rest of the people you fucking simp for, like Gyutaro from fucking Demon Slayer.
I will defend that with honor.
He is so ugly, so ungodly, unbelievably ugly. Like, you
I
couldn't.
will defend that man with honor.
If somebody looked at me and went, all you have to do is suck his dick and you get to live, I would choose death. He is so ugly.
It's probably curved.
That doesn't help anything. He looks like a walking skeleton. He's disgusting.
I'm fine with it.
Clearly.
Anyway. I'm surprised, like, I feel like Akaza should be, like, in the I'm okay with you. Like,
yeah, I don't really have a
really
problem.
good with women.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with Akaza either. My only problem with Akaza is like I know that we've discussed this before and you were like, I don't think that he would actually like do this. But like somebody made a headcanon where they were like, Akaza would find any excuse he could to like not fight a woman. And that does bother me because fucking fight me. Like, if I want to throw the fuck down, I expect to be treated with respect, and you better throw the fuck down with me. Like, none of this, like,
No,
running away nonsense.
I'm of the opinion he doesn't kill women, but if he comes across, like, a female demon slayer, it's not like, you can't imagine that Muzan would actually let that go. He lets go of Akaza not eating women and not killing women, but you can't, like, say he would let go Akaza turning away, like, a female demon slayer.
So, like, are we then under the impression that he beats the shit out of the demon slayers but like leaves them alive? Is that what we're trying to say?
The problem is I don't know how he would go about doing it because the thing is we were only told his preference through Doma and through like side stories about Akaza, but we never actually see him canonically interact with a female.
I know. That's why like I feel like the fandom's pretty divided. Like one half of the fandom says like he wouldn't even fight like a woman, he would just like dip. And then the other half is like, nah, he would fight a like woman demon slayer, but like he would basically just beat them to the point of unconsciousness, like to the point that they can't fight back, and then he would leave. Which I'm kind of like, I can't imagine Muzan being okay with that either. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the thing, like, the thing is, like, we never see him interact with the female demon slayer, so we really honestly don't know how he would actually go about it.
I think but that's like my only issue with Akaza is like, if I want, like,
But
even
the
if
thing
I'm
is,
not a
like,
demon slayer, even if
I
I'm just
get
like a
that,
normal person, like, if
but at the
I,
same time, his, like, completely stems from, like,
I don't give a fuck if it
a
stems from
very
trauma.
personal reason.
I don't give a shit. I literally don't
No,
give a even
it's
remote
not
fuck.
really trauma, it's just him, like, well, you have to remember that in that time period, especially when he was alive, it's not like a strong woman's gonna come up and deck you in the face.
I fucking would though. We're in my time now, bitch. I literally don't give a
No.
fuck. I
Can I? Oh, something's happening. I can't open the chest anymore.
You're not over by the chest on my screen.
I'm right. I'm right on the chest.
I want you to look at my stream right now. You are not by the chest.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm in front of the chest on my screen.
Are you
Watch me.
frozen?
Okay. No, I am walking around.
Okay.
Go inside. And I swear to God, I'm gonna walk in here and it's gonna bug.
Oh, the cat is sleeping in here. That's cute. Let's see if you crash my game again.
I'm gonna crash the game the moment I go in the store. I guarantee you.
Do it.
You want to bet?
Do it.
Oh, never mind. Let's sleep together.
You're not on my screen at all.
I am literally in your bed.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like, can you go to sleep? Is it giving you the option?
Yeah, it's saying waiting for other players 2 out of 2.
That's
I don't
what
know what to tell you.
You are not in my bed.
0 out of 2. Now it said 0 out of 2.
I canceled it. You are not in my bed. I don't know how to tell you this. You are not in my walls. Like,
I am literally 1 second. I'm texting you.
Dude. Oh, now it says you've tucked into bed. That's so wild.
I'm sending you this.
No text has popped up on screen. I just want you to know. Oh, there you are. I see you now. You're standing at
Is it lagging that far?
I guess it is. You're in, but it fixed itself. You're there.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it went. I don't know. That's weird.
Okay, you know what? You know what?
What?
Akaza, Kyojuro, or Mighty?
Oh, that's just fucking mean. Oh, I'd still marry Mighty.
Okay, so who are you gonna kill then?
That's the problem.
I mean, one of them is already dead, technically.
I mean, okay, so I can't say anything because the movie hasn't come out yet, so never mind.
Everybody knows how the movie's gonna end. I mean, it's not as if
there are people that are pure anime though.
Yeah, but like they can't think at the end of the series that any of the demons are going to like. Okay, for people who don't want Demon Slayer spoilers, don't be in stream right now. Skip ahead a couple of minutes once the video goes live. Once the video goes live, skip ahead a couple of minutes. If you're really somehow that deluded into thinking that somehow this is not going to end poorly for literally every demon, then go ahead and skip ahead.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter, like in canon-wise. But
that's why AUs exist.
Mighty's dead too.
Well, realistically, Mighty doesn't exist.
They're all simulations.
We're all simulations.
I really don't know who I would kill.
Well, you gotta pick one.
Okay, but I feel like Chojuro has bigger hands, but Akaza has the stamina.
Dude, you could not keep up with Akaza. There is no situation where that stamina would mean literally anything to you.
No.
Because if you want to make that argument, Kyojuro also has stamina.
I was about to say, I would not be able to even keep up with Chojuro. That's the thing. I guess it depends on who would do the better aftercare.
That's not really a competition between the two of them. Like
I feel
maybe
like it is, because I feel like you don't give Akaza enough credit.
well, here's the thing. I'm not saying that Akaza would be bad at aftercare necessarily. I like if he were who he were
Okay,
beforehand. I'm
but
trying not to give spoilers, but like as Akaza, I don't think he would be good at it. Like I
I
think
feel
he'd kind
like
of be like,
I
"Good
feel
job,
like
buddy," and then he'd like get up and leave.
he would not. You are. That is so out of character. I have never heard such slander.
Okay, he'd probably okay, realistically, I think Akaza would kind of just be like I think he'd be like, "Hey, do you want some food and water?" No.
That's
Okay.
better. That's
And then he'd
better.
leave.
Jesus.
Like
Thanks, buddy. Pat you on the back.
that's
Oh my
I'm gonna be so
God.
for real. That sounds like sodomy.
Yeah, I was about to say that's fucking sodomy.
It is, and you want to know what? It's
He
hilarious.
wouldn't even give you a pat on the back or even a like, thanks, that was good. He would just leave.
I know, it's so funny. I
But
genuinely find
anyway,
that hilarious.
of course you would.
What's that supposed to mean, Lee?
Yeah, you know exactly what it means. What? Is it summer right now?
No, it's still spring.
Is it spring?
Yeah.
Because my cucumbers all died.
I don't think cucumbers are a spring one.
They are. They are. Whatever. Anyway, I'm coming back. God, But the thing is, do you want to wake up in the morning with Chojuro yelling in your ear?
You're definitely not okay. Well, to be fair, if you wake up in the morning and there's sunlight streaming into the room, you're gonna wake up with a pile of ashes. So
Oh, you act as if Akaza would sleep.
that's true. That suck. I think that's the thing that would suck the most about being a demon. Like eating people, okay, but like not ever sleeping, that would suck so much. You know what I mean?
I think it's like the whole thing is like they can sleep, but it's just so boring for them.
How would it be boring? You can dream and stuff. It's not as if you can't dream.
Well, it's not the same thing because they never get tired, so they have no reason to ever sleep other than
My
to
God.
have like luxury of it.
I would get so bored if I had to be awake all the time. Like, dude, I cannot keep myself entertained that long. I'd probably turn into
Well, to be
Doma and I would just
honest,
start doing really fucked up shit to people. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just,
I mean,
like,
that's what a lot of them all basically do.
because they don't sleep. That's what I'm saying.
Basically. I feel like okay, so I don't know. So if it's like just Akaza, not like any, I guess I would kill Akaza and fuck Chojuro.
It is the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
I mean, realistically, it's the right thing to do. Welcome in, lols. Welcome in. I mean, I'm just saying it's technically it's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? Like objectively speaking.
Sure. Now I gotta think of another one for you, but I like have to think of like everything we're in.
We're in a lot of stuff now, like together.
We are. That's the problem. Now my brain is like trying to like remember everything. And that's weird because my brain doesn't like doing that. I need a moment to think here. I feel like you have more ammunition than me.
I mean, you could stop picking characters I like and just pick like 3 terrible options that I would hate. I'm pretty vocal about characters I hate too.
Yeah, you are.
Like it's not hard to find characters that I like incessantly talk shit about.
Oh, wait a second. Oh.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. I'm gonna be honest. That laughter did not put ease into my heart.
I need to think of a third one.
Oh God, that laughter did not put ease into my heart even remotely. That was like the worst.
Listen, one crossed my mind, and then immediately the copycat of that version.
Oh God, no! Oh God,
well,
no! Oh
like,
God, I don't even know what you're talking about, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh my God, I got it.
No, please. I don't know. Oh
Okay.
my God, no. I don't like where this is going.
So,
I'm being a good Samaritan. I'm returning an axe. Please be kind to me.
So, Muzan from Demon Slayer.
Ew. Okay.
Crowley from Twisted
Ew!
Wonderland.
What the fuck? Ew!
And then
Ugh.
Rekka from Genshin Impact. Sorry,
That's
from
that's
Honkai.
so fucking rude. That's so bad. Oh my god. That's so bad. Okay, wait. Which form is Muzan in? Are we talking like female Muzan or like male Muzan?
No, we're talking standard male.
Fuck.
Black
Okay.
hair, not the
Shit.
not the white hair.
Fuck. Okay. Fuck. Okay.
And
So
then Crowley from Twisted Wonderland,
fuck.
and then Rekka.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
You have one that is
Oh
like
my
a terrible
god.
person, and then two who are way too eccentric and that you constantly shit at.
Oh my god. Oh dude, this is so bad. I don't know. Like that's so bad. Cuz my instinct is saying kill Rekka. But if I do that, I have to be stuck with one of the other two. And I don't know if I can handle that. I literally I just oh my god. Okay. Oh, dude. Okay. Okay, you know what? I actually have a good answer for this.
Okay.
It's not a great answer. I'm gonna be honest. It's like I don't feel good about it, but like, fuck. Okay.
Who are you gonna spend your life with and that one romantic night with?
Okay. I'm gonna marry.
No, you cannot. And no, you cannot top.
What? That's bullshit. I didn't put that kind of restriction on you. What the fuck?
I know you know.
Are you saying?
I know you know.
Are you saying I have to bottom and I have to deal with it? Oh,
yeah, I know you.
Fuck,
You'd be
that's
like,
so bad.
I
That's
would
so
do the
bad.
penetrating.
That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. Oh.
I know what your solution would have been. I'm like, no, you cannot.
Okay, well, wait. What if I'm still the one penetrating, but I'm the one in charge? Like, does that count?
No. You do not get to do any. You are the one that is on the bottom.
Oh, fuck.
You have to
Fuck. That ruins everything. That ruins everything.
I knew exactly
Oh,
what
fuck.
your solution was.
Oh my god.
You can't escape that. You can't escape this.
Okay. Do they have to be able to talk?
I mean, that is a part of, if it's a part of their personality, yes.
Well, that's not very fair.
I'm taking it as the character themselves, not, oh, I just have to close my eyes and imagine. That defeats the purpose.
Shit. Fuck. Okay, fuck.
You don't want to know a lot.
Lols. Oh my god.
You don't want to know.
Okay.
We somehow got into
That's so bad.
F, marry, kill.
That's so bad.
We've just been going back and forth.
Dude, why would you do this to me? I did not do anything this bad to you.
You told me to
Oh
pick
my
characters
god.
that you hate because I don't have enough ammunition for characters you love.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, that is one thing you're supposed to do with a
Shut
character,
up.
but...
Shut the fuck up. Okay, alright. Well, I'm gonna marry Muzan. And here's my reasoning for this.
The thing is, you can't divorce.
Yeah, but like I also just don't have to be around him. He just wants the like benefits of marriage. So like as long as I pretend he's a normal human and every time somebody asks me, I'm like, "Yep, nope, he's totally normal." We can live separate lives. Like it's not as if that's a big deal.
You do run the risk of when he's done with you just killing you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
Because at least, like, I would never have to worry about him trying to have sex with me. You know what I mean? Like, it would be a business relationship, and I can handle that. Like,
that's fair.
I can handle a business relationship. Like, that it's just like a quid pro quo.
He would actually probably be the most disgusted to sleep with you, too.
That is a wild statement to say to your friend. You know what? He probably also would rather kill himself than sleep with you.
Well, okay, so it's Muzan. You can't imagine Muzan would ever actually allow himself to lay with a person.
No, I definitely don't think he would. I think, like,
Exactly.
I think he'd be disgusted with sleep. But the way you phrased that was, like, me specifically. Not, he would be disgusted to sleep with anyone. You specifically, he would fucking loathe.
You specifically, he would absolutely rather die.
So I'm gonna marry Muzan because at the very least I think we can have like a business relationship right up until the point that he kills me, and I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I'm okay with the
That's
fact that
fair.
I'd end up dead because at least he wouldn't be insufferable. Um, but also he's gonna be gone a lot of the time, which is also like super helpful. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, it wouldn't be a terrible situation right up until he kills me. You know what I mean? Um, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Who would you marry now?
Well, no, I married Muzan.
Oh yeah, sorry. I mean, who would you sleep
Oh
with?
my
Who
god.
would you do the
Oh my
deed?
god.
And they're both going to talk the entire time, and you know
Fuck.
this.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right.
I feel like I know the answer, but I'm curious to
I
know what you would do.
Oh my god. Dude,
Hmm.
I got to kill Rika.
I knew it.
I hate myself. I hate myself for this so much. But the difference is that
I knew it.
I think I could tune Crowley out long enough. And at least he's not gonna
Like I
talk
could
about it
ignore him.
incessantly. Like, I feel like Rika would want you to be really involved and like into it, and I like just can't. I
Okay, but
can't.
the problem is Crowley would announce everything he's doing like he's
Oh
like
my
the
god.
sponsor for something.
I
He's
think
like the
okay.
sponsor.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing is that like yes, but also like I think I could just cover my ears. I think that's really what it would come down to. I think I'd just cover my ears and close my eyes and pretend I was anywhere else. Also, yeah, lols, we actually already talked about that on stream. I'm so sorry that you missed that.
Oh yeah, we did.
We talked about it quite extensively, and also I'm dropping a video on it tomorrow. So, okay, I gotta come up with like a truly. Well, the thing is I don't think you really hate any characters though. That's the
Need to
problem
find
with
a
you.
reason to like a character.
But you don't really hate
I
any
do.
characters.
Nah, I gotta admit, I don't think I've like ever verbally is like I hate this character with a passion.
Yeah, like there's
It's
characters
usually
you
just like I don't
dislike.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually just me like I don't care for this character.
I think the only character I've ever heard you actively dislike has been like Leona. And even then, it was like not.
It's more or less when people compare him to Malleus in terms of like what they've done
Yeah.
and how they give Leona a pass, but they won't give Malleus, which I'm like, Leona's gonna kill people.
Yeah, to be fair, Malleus did kind of like put everyone in the island under a sleeping spell.
But once again, I like to refrain. Leona planned on. Well, first off, he hurt a bunch of people,
Actually, he didn't
and
hurt
then
anyone because Malleus stopped that from happening.
no.
Malleus.
He still hurt people before the competition.
Oh,
There's a
yeah,
whole thing about how he
that's
like
true. I forgot about those
yeah.
NPCs.
So he encouraged all of that. Well, no, actually, it was a few characters that
I
were
know it's just characters
like
I don't really
Trey.
care. I know. Well, I do care for
Oh,
Trey.
okay,
I
I
do
do.
actually love Trey. He's a
I'm
sweetheart.
about to say Trey was one of them, and Jamil was one of the others.
Yeah, I don't like. Don't get me wrong. I like to fuck with Jamil, but I'm kind of okay with him getting hurt.
Fair enough. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I just have like criticisms against him. It's not like I guess I outright hate him. Like I've
Yeah.
never gone on a hate tangent for him.
No, I go on hate tangents all the time. That's my problem.
I don't think I really, yeah, like in all honesty, I usually can find a character compelling even if I don't like them.
Yeah, that's what makes this really hard, honestly. Okay, this does make it like exceedingly hard to find something that's just truly as heinous as what you just did to me. Um cuz like even if I pick characters I know you don't like, it's not the same visceral hatred I have for characters. I'm going to be so
It's not
honest.
the same.
I thought 1000% that you were going to pick like Jing Yuan and Aventurine as like two of the options because I like that was going to
Oh
be
no.
so bad and I was like I 1000% thought those were two of the ones and I was like, "Oh shit."
No, I have it where I have way worse ideas.
Okay, let's see. Okay, for you though, for you. Okay.
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 Okay. Okay.
these are characters that I like just I'm more just interested in what your answer is. Like it's not me trying to like necessarily be like, okay, this is like the worst possible answer that like I can pick kind of thing. Um but so Doma is one of them. And then Hantengu, but specifically not the sad one, specifically like the not the like total amalgamation one, but the one that's like fuck. Because there's how many forms does he have? There's the anger, sadness, happy, and then there's the one where it's like those three combined, and then there's like another one
No, no,
that's
no.
like a
There's a
child.
fourth one. There's a
Yeah.
fourth one. So there's the old man.
Yeah.
There is joy or like joyful or something like that. Like I can't remember. I don't think it's like joy, but it's like whatever. But joy, anger, sadness, or sorrow, and then there's another one that's it's like
Isn't it pleasure?
it, yeah, like pleasure or excitement or something like that.
Yeah.
And
So
then there's
the one with the
the
chicken feet,
combination, which
the
is
one with the
the
chicken feet is the one
children.
that I'm talking about.
I think that's joy.
Oh,
But yeah,
Lulz!
continue.
Thank you so
Okay.
much for becoming a member. Hell yeah! Big
Uh-huh.
Preach, you're the first ever member on on the YouTubes. That's so exciting. Thank you. You now have access to the emotes. That's exciting. Um okay, so chicken feet, Doma, and then I'm trying to think of one that's like kind of as bad as those because I don't want to give you like an easy option. Like because if I throw like Leona in there, like obviously he doesn't deserve to die as much as the other two do. You know what I mean?
A
Like
little. There is a significant difference
yeah.
between those two.
Yeah, there is.
One is just a prince that never got chosen as daddy's favorite, and the other two are
Eat people.
normal
The
people.
other two eat people, which is kind of a
There's
big
legit
fucking
a
difference. Oh, you
like
know what?
actual
You know
difference
what?
here.
Naraku
What?
is the third one.
Oh, that's actually pretty okay. That's actually not too hard.
But like
Um.
spider demon form, not like the hot one.
Aw, fuck you. Aw, fuck you.
You left the game?
No, I didn't. I was in the geode shop. I don't know why it hates.
It's okay. I'll get you another
No, no,
code.
no, 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 no. The code worked.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Uh, you mean like when Naraku is basically just a head with all the little
Yeah,
demons
that's
around him?
exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, the fuck you! You had to choose the least attractive version of
That
him.
is the point. Yeah, that is
Because
the.
you knew he would be an immediate fuck.
Yeah, I did. I did. To be fair, I don't blame you for that either. He is kind of attractive.
He is very fucking attractive.
Before he goes all like demon spider mode, he's actually like I can see why people like
I'm not gonna lie, he is a very attractive. It's just a shame that his personality is the absolute worst.
Yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a shame that he's dog shit, for sure.
Okay, so you gave me literally the worst version of him to look
Yeah,
at.
yeah, I know. That is the point.
God, I guess now that do I hate myself enough to marry Doma?
Oh my god, dude, if you pick Doma to bury, that is insane. Because you also realize he will eventually just eat you, right?
But at the same time, the other one will too. And can you imagine being married to the spider? Wait a second. Never mind.
You were like, nope, it doesn't make it any better. You were like, nope.
No. I was like, if I marry Naraku, eventually he'll become like the sexy version again. But then I'm like, but then again, it's Naraku.
Yeah, the problem is that it's still him.
It's still Naraku.
Yeah, that is the issue.
Okay, I feel like in this, I'm going to kill Naraku, so I have to debate who I want to marry between those two. And I don't know if there's a correct answer.
I mean, yeah.
I'm getting eaten either way.
I mean, I
It's just
guess,
one can be pleasurable before the actual one.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest,
You
that's
know what?
kind of where
You
I'm
know
at.
what? You know what? I think I got it. I think I got it. So I'm marrying Doma.
Okay, all right.
And I'm screwing the bird one cuz I can't remember if he's joy or pleasure, but either way, you know what? Gonna go for it. It's gonna be a hurrah sort of moment, and then at least with Doma, maybe if I'm like pretty like Inosuke's mother, he'll just let me grow old and die.
You know that, but that is a fair point because he even says that he would have let Inosuke's mom just like live out her
Yeah.
life. So there's a
So
chance,
maybe if
a very
I'm
slim
there's a
chance.
chance. There's a chance though. If I just ignore all his demon tendencies and completely act the fool, I could see myself living.
You know what I think is kind of hilarious about the difference between you and I is
Yeah.
like the difference is that
I
you're like
want to survive.
the difference is that you're like, you know what, if I play my cards right, I think I could potentially find a way to live. And then you like smash cut over to me and I'm like, no, you know what, I'm gonna go out swinging, I'm gonna make it miserable for both of us. I might
I'm gonna make
die.
it the best. Listen, 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 listen. At the same time, Doma is rich.
He is rich
I
and
play
canonically has had sex a lot, so
yes. So there. I feel like that's a fair point.
Laws was like, I'm
Where
sorry, Doma from Demon Slayer. Listen, it's fuck Mary Kill and they were supposed to be bad options. Like, I don't make the rules.
she she already took all the good options from me, and I'm like the person that doesn't really
Yeah.
hate characters.
And unfortunately she gave me truly heinous options previously. So it was arguably like it was so bad I didn't even consider that it could get that bad. You know what I mean? It was so bad. I was like, wow, I did not
The
realize that it
problem
could be that
is
bad.
the problem is you complain about every single like there's always someone you can complain about, and with me I just like sit there and listen.
You do. You do sit there and listen. I have very strong opinions about people. In my defense,
I'm
though,
just
I
like a
feel like that's
consumer.
fun. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's fun to get to complain about fictional characters because IRL, I'm actually like really like non-judgmental and like, with people I'm like, I think maybe they're just having a rough time of it, maybe they're going through some things, but with fictional characters I get to be like, you know what? No, fuck this hoe. You know what I mean?
Oh, this little bit. I can't go into town because a festival is being set up. Oh no.
Oh yeah, it's the egg festival for the eggs.
Anyway, for the eggs. Anyway, but yeah. I don't have enough for any of that. I am gonna
I'm
go to
watering
the
your crops for you
kitchen.
just so you know.
Thank you.
You're
Mwah.
welcome. Knowing you both, I know not to trust either of you when she said she chose the worst stuff for us. Listen, she literally chose like the most abomination characters for me. Like I legitimately I didn't even
I
think that it could get that bad. That's how
I
bad the
did. I
choices
did.
were.
I just remembered every single character you ever complained about, and I was like, okay,
Except
I
you
can work with
somehow did
this.
not pick Jing Yuan, who I complain about more than any other character in Honkai.
You complain mostly about the fact that it's like,
He doesn't fucking pay me? Yeah.
yeah, that's really all you ever complain about,
Well, and the fact that I think I could kick his ass in a fight.
which is absolutely not gonna happen, but
It's
whatever.
so would it so would happen. I could totally do it. I could kick his ass in a fight for real. I think what made it worse, the ones that you gave me, was that you then immediately followed up and you can't top, which was like my only potential out in that situation and you were like, "Nah, I know exactly what's going to happen." You were like, "No, absolutely not."
I chose all the routes I knew you were going to take in order to like make
Yeah.
everything better for yourself. And I'm like, no, none of these characters will let you top. You cannot silence them or anything like that. They are going to act like themselves, so you cannot just be like, oh,
To
well,
be
what if
fair,
they're
I think
quiet?
I think at least Crowley and Rika could be switches, like unironically. Like I don't like, you know
Oh
what I
no, they
mean?
could 100%, but at the same time, you want an out, and I'm not giving that to you.
That's fair. Anyways, me lurk gonna go do dishes. Hell yeah, lols. I'm waiting for you to come do this egg festival with me.
Oh, I'm like in the mountains right now.
Oh my lord. Okay. I will just not do it then. Unfortunate.
Can you not go without me?
I can't. Apparently not.
Oh.
It said
Oh.
waiting for player 2.
Oh. Wait, can you exit out of that real quick?
I did, yeah.
Oh. My thing's bugged. It won't let me go up this mountain. It won't let me go up this hill.
No.
Okay, I guess I'll just go over here. Because I'm trying to get copper for us, but I guess not.
That's sad. Can you, like, leave? Where are you?
No, I can still walk around and everything, but I'm trying to go to, like, the mines. It won't let me go up the hill.
That's lame. That's big lame.
Oh, let me walk around. That's so weird. My camera won't move up there, though.
Big lame.
Oh, I might be stuck.
Oh.
I'm so stuck. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Okay, so we might not be able to get any further than what we are.
Well, I think we have to go do the egg festival.
Okay, I'm coming.
Let's do this because it's already getting kind of late and we've passed the 2-hour mark and you have work in the morning, like a productive adult, and you have to respond to my Discord thing before you go to sleep.
Oh, here, just go to the festival thing. I'm right here.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say that we can do this and then also just do. You have to give me one more fuck, marry, kill, and then we're on the same, like it's even, and then we can end stream.
I already used my top tier ones. Okay.
Oh, the little egg festival's cute. I've never seen this.
Oh.
Do you have to just talk to people? I don't really want to talk to people. Ooh, I could get us a flamingo. Ooh, strawberry seeds. That's actually good. I'm gonna get some strawberry seeds. Huh?
I got 2 of those.
Strawberry seeds or flamingos?
Yeah. Strawberry seeds.
Okay. I'm gonna get us a flamingo. I'm gonna go put the flamingo in the best place possible. Well, I can't actually. I have to wait for all of us to be done.
You gotta get 2.
I don't know if we can afford to. They're like 400 gold. Yeah, we can't afford to.
Did you just... One second, I accidentally, like, completely... I can't look at my HUD. Can you look at your HUD?
My what? What do you mean?
Your inventory.
Yeah, I can look at my inventory.
No, but like,
no, it's not on the screen. You have to you have to hit escape because I think we're in the festival.
Okay.
So.
Okay, because I couldn't see. Okay, never mind. I see now. Okay. Hi, baby. Hi, Moon. Hi, baby. You want to say hi?
Oh, did your cat join? Did your cat join stream?
Here, I'll turn it up. You want to say hi?
Silence.
I don't think.
Oh,
he's speaking.
I heard that. Little baby.
He's speaking.
He did not sound happy.
Oh, he's getting his rubs.
What a good boy.
He is a good boy. Yeah, you are a good boy. I'm gonna go back to the house. Oh, okay. Never mind. I can't without you.
Yeah, well, I was just waiting for you to be done. I have to go place my flamingo.
Yeah, let's go.
I have to go place my flamingo. I'm gonna put the flamingo in the best possible place for you.
Don't you dare.
There you go. No, leave my fucking flamingo. It was so good. That's so mean. Leave my flamingo.
No, not when it completely goes against everything I have here. Do not. I see you. Do not. With your menacing flamingo. How dare you?
He watches over the crops. He blesses them with his flamingo self. Don't leave my flamingo be. How dare you? He was protecting us. No. You banished him to the shadow realm.
He gets to be in the shadow realm.
No. I just see you staring at me.
Put it down. Put it down. It down.
I can't. It
We'll
won't let me.
reenact Puss in
It
Boots.
literally won't fucking let me put it down.
Put it down. Put it down.
Don't banish him. This is a flamingo farm. Don't do it. Please don't. Leave him be. Leave him be. God, you cleared so much shit. I did none of this work. Leave my flamingo be. No. It's getting late. We need to go to bed.
Yeah, you should leave him there.
I can't leave him there in the darkness all by himself. I have to put him at least in the little torches.
What are you talking about? He like sustains himself in the darkness.
No.
Yes.
No.
That looks awkward.
I don't just leave him. Oh my god, leave my flamingo. It is my flamingo to do with what I please.
No, you spent our money on this flamingo. It is as much mine as it is yours.
No, put the flamingo down.
Get out of the way. Move. Move.
I see we're in a good. God damn it.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Lee didn't make it to bed. That's so true.
You didn't make it to bed.
Listen. Why can't you let my little flamingo be?
I was literally gonna put him in a nice spot and you decided, no, I'm not gonna move.
Because I didn't trust you. You put the flamingo in the Shadow Realm before. Where are you gonna put him?
I'm gonna get there before you can get...
Okay, you know what? That's not a terrible place. I'm okay with that.
See? God.
You've got some new ideas to sleep on. Yeah, flamingo murder.
Yeah, that's nice.
Unironically, the one that I'm playing off stream, I named Flamingo Farm, so the fact that I can actually buy a flamingo in the game is pretty great.
Well, now you have to go on to that version of the game and grab a flamingo.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the Egg Festival in that version yet, so... I will, though. As soon as I do, I will get myself my flamingo. What did the little stars mean next to little crops? No fucking idea.
I'm just here.
You're just vibing. With our flamingo?
Yeah,
we have to name our flamingo. What should we name our flamingo?
Floyd.
Floyd the flamingo?
My mom has a flamingo in the garden and his name's Floyd.
You know what? I like that. We'll name him Floyd the flamingo. I mean, it does make me think of Floyd from Twisted Wonderland, which is like not super great. He's not like the most comforting.
We name it Pink Floyd for like...
Oh, for the band. No, yeah, I get that. Yeah. But like, when I hear Floyd, I think of Twisted Wonderland, which is not the most like peaceful, calming of presences.
Yeah, he really isn't.
No, he's pretty much like the worst kind of person.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I mean, well, actually, who would you say is worse between the Tweels? Jade or Floyd? Because I feel like Jade is like...
Floyd.
Well,
Jade is secretive about all of it.
That's what creeps me out, though. I don't think I would know if he was fucking with me until it was too late. I could see Floyd coming. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, like, Jade gives off more Butler vibes.
I think he would poison people like... just to see what would happen. And that scares me a little bit.
You know what?
Like that...
I'm okay with that because I'd rather have that than a guy who would sneak underneath my bed. Stare at me. I'm pretty sure Floyd does that to Riddle.
Oh my god, that's fucking horrific. Can you imagine waking up and looking under your bed and seeing one of your terrifying classmates just standing there? Oh my god, I can't. Okay. Okay, Lee, to end off this stream...
Riddle. Yeah.
After
Yeah.
to end stream, I have to ask you the same question I ask everybody I collab with. It's a very important
No,
personality question. It will reveal
no,
much about you.
you are not the big penis. I swear you aren't.
That is not even remotely what I was gonna ask. It has nothing to do with penises. Shocking, I know.
I don't believe you. I
It
don't
it
believe
truly it
you.
truly does not. Okay, so here, are you ready for
Okay,
this
okay,
question? Okay, are you ready?
okay,
Okay, so you're in a bedroom. This bedroom has one
okay.
door that leads to the rest of the house. It has a bed against a wall and a desk in the
Wait,
corner.
wait, 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 wait. Which part of the bed is facing the wall?
Just like one side of the bed. It's like the one long
I
side
know,
of the
but
bed.
like, okay, just like, okay,
Yeah, just like one long side is pressed up against the wall, the rest of it is pressed like is facing the rest of the room, but the bed is on the opposite wall of the door. And it's
okay,
it's not a huge room, like it's about a medium-sized room. So not super small but not super big. And there are no
okay,
windows.
okay.
Okay. Where would be the scariest thing to wake up to and see a home intruder backslash demon? At your doorway, at the foot of your bed, or at the side of your bed that is facing the rest of the room?
Well, I feel like so. What's more terrifying? Not like how I would react.
What is the scariest place they could be, and then what is the place you would prefer to be? Like what you would prefer them to be,
Okay,
like within the room.
okay. I feel like the scariest would be at the door, and where I would prefer them to be is at my bedside because then I can react as quickly, but when they're at the doorway, I can't react other than scrambling and wondering if I'm seeing things because it's dark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So one of your answers is correct. What answer do you think is correct?
Them standing next to the side of the bed so I can punt them in the gut.
That is correct. That is the correct answer. In my opinion, the scariest place to be would be for them to be at the foot of your bed. And this is my reasoning for that. If they are at the foot of
Okay.
your bed, because the bed is facing the wall that is furthest from the door, right? So that means they're not only between you and the door, they are within a distance that they could lunge and attack you, but they are not within a distance that you could do anything to them, realistically, because you're laying in bed. So I think that would be the scariest place for them to be because you can't do
But at the same
anything.
time, if they're lunging towards you, they also become it within range for you to attack as
Yeah,
well.
but think about it. You're waking up out of a sleep, laying
But
down
at the
on your
same
bed.
time,
You know what I mean?
here's my argument. Here's my
Okay. All right. What
argument.
is your argument?
If you wait if you wake up, you're already drowsy. You feel like you're not seeing things. They're in the doorway. You're going to blink, and if they leave the doorway and just go into the hall, you're going to think you just like you
Oh,
didn't even like
dude, that is not what my thought process would be. I'd wake up and I'd see somebody, and then if I blinked and they were gone, I would be like, this house is fucking haunted. I would
exactly.
I would jump up, I'd run
Exactly.
into the hallway, and I'd start just
Have
I'd be like, I either need to
have
get
I
the fuck
changed
out of this house or I need to beat the shit out of someone. That would be my
have I changed
instantaneous.
have I changed your opinion? Because that's how I was viewing
No,
it. That
I
like
still
I
think
would
the
be so
scariest.
groggy.
No, I
I
think
would be so
the
groggy and think I would be seeing things, and I blink and they're gone, and then I would be like, "Oh shit, am I actually seeing things, or is someone in my house?"
no, because you would misunderstand. I would not have that confusion of whether or not I'm seeing things. I would just assume that
I
they
feel
were
like you
there.
would.
No. And I genuinely, the reason why I pose this question to people is because on separate occasions, my dad has tried to scare me when I was asleep, and he's done all three of those things. And
I go down.
the time that I think the scariest time for me was when he was at the foot of my bed because I legitimately thought he was like a monster and I couldn't do anything because he was just
To be
there and I was
honest,
not it like he was not within attack range. I threw a pillow at him. That is what I had.
well, to be honest, like a lot of like paralysis demons and everything usually are at like the foot of beds if you are sleeping.
Dude, I'm gonna be so for real. I have never had sleep paralysis, knock on wood. I never want to have it because that is my literal nightmare.
I've never had it.
I would
I've never
fucking
had it, but
I would fucking lose my
see, the
shit.
thing is, I've never had it, but I have been told a way that you can basically make it happen because
Why
it
the
is
fuck would you
called
ever want to make it happen?
because because it's the way that you can also like do like be aware when you're dreaming. I can't
I'm
remember what it's
so
called.
lucid dreaming. I'm so good. I don't need to be
Yeah.
lucid. I would like to not be lucid actually. I'd like to be un the fuck
No, but
conscious.
there's a whole trick you can do to basically make it to where you lucid dream, but you run the high risk of being like doing paralysis,
Fuck that
and
shit.
you
Fuck that
there's a
shit
good chance
so
you
hard.
will. Because like it's the whole like you have to wake yourself up at a certain time, like, but at the same time your body has already like entered that paralysis state.
Fuck that.
But if you get back to sleep quick enough, you can go into lucid dreaming.
Nope,
But the
absolutely not.
problem is you're already in the state of being like you're already in like your body's in REM sleep, so your body's already like out for the count.
Nope, I'm so good. Dude, I like don't need that in my life. I'm so okay with just letting my brain do what it needs to do while I'm asleep and not
I
fucking
think
with
it's
that
super.
process at all.
I think it's super interesting. I've taken psychology classes, and it's all very interesting how it
No,
all
it's
happens.
super interesting. I'd rather it happen to other people. Like, I'm so
Mhm.
good. I don't need that happening to me. But no, I still think the scariest place to wake up and see somebody would be at the foot of your bed just because they're not like they can get on top of you so quickly to like fuck you up and you would have like almost no recourse versus somebody at like my like doorway. I feel like I could get out of bed and at least be like, you know, ready to throw the fuck down kind of thing. Or if I blink and they're gone, I'm just going to be like, "Great. I'm so good. Let me call the cops. Let me call my mom. I'll get a shoe and like go out there and like throw it at him, you know what I mean? Like I can't.
I feel like personally wise, I would react better if they're closer to me because then
I would too.
I would automatically flail my body.
Yeah.
So I feel like be like the more scary option would be for them to be the furthest away from me and not know what they're going to
I
do.
can see the logic behind that. I just think that the foot of the bed is like the worst of both worlds. Like they're close enough to attack me, but I'm not close enough to attack them.
I mean, you have your feet.
Dude, I'm so short that that does fuck all for me. Like
I'm short too, but I still have my feet.
dude, I'm telling you, it would they would be able to get on top of me so quick. It would like not even be funny. It would cuz you're also under blankets and shit. You know what I mean? So you're all tangled up. It's no, I would not. Um Lols, I've had sleep paralysis many times. It's not a good feeling. And every time I force wake myself from sleep paralysis, my heart rate's well, yeah. I would not,
Yeah.
no. I have nightmares. That's good enough. I don't need any of this extra spicy shit. I'm so good.
I had a night terror once, but that was when I was a kid, so I can't really remember it.
I have like nightmares pretty consistently because I'm like a hella stressed out person. But like I've kind of gotten used to them now, so I'm kind of like, "Oh, okay, that's what that was." And then I wake
I
up and then I go
don't
back to sleep.
I don't really dream, to be honest.
That's fucked up. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Like
kidding.
I don't really dream too much. And then when I actually do remember a dream, it's like I'm already waking up and I try so hard to stay in the dream and then I wake up and then usually forget like 2 minutes after.
I pretty consistently dream and I pretty consistently remember my dreams, but
No. The only things I've ever remembered in my dreams is when I was a kid, and the crazy thing is, I like woke up from it, and then the next night I went straight back into the same dream.
that's pretty epic. Well, assuming it
And
was
the
a good dream.
no, they were both nightmares.
No, that's not great then.
One one of them I remember distinctly. It was like so weird because it had Barbie characters
That's fucked up. I can see
from
why that's a
Barbie
nightmare.
from Barbie Mariposa. I remember this distinctly. It was Barbie Mariposa with that one giant butterfly dude thingy that we were riding on top of. We landed around a haunted house,
What the fuck?
and for some damn reason, two of the little girls wanted to go into the haunted house, so I went in there with them. I
Fuck that
lost
shit.
them. I found them at a corner. They turned around, both vampires, and lunged at me.
Fuck that
I
shit.
woke up from that dream. I went back to sleep the next night, went back into that same fucking dream, and I remembered. So I didn't go into the haunted house, but I looked at the windows when the little girls went in, and the same fucking faces were just staring back at
That's
me.
fucking horrifically. I'm gonna be honest. That is genuinely fucking terrifying.
I remember this dream so well. And then the other one I remember so well is when I know this because I was like super sick one day and my mom was taking care of me. I think I was like maybe 10 years old or something. And I went to sleep and I woke up in like a weird, like, Red Riding Hood, Big Bad Wolf sort of situation. It was weird. And my mom was there and she put me in a wooden barrel
As one does.
and a wolf came in and basically ate her. And then I woke up, and then I still remember waking up and basically begging my mom not to answer the door when it rang, thinking it was the wolf.
Oh my god, dude. That's pretty, I mean, that's not as fucked up as the other one. The other one would like actually genuinely scare me. But I think
Yeah, no, that first one, I don't know what the fuck I was. I don't even know how old I was, to be honest.
I think like the only nightmare, I mean, I remember quite a few of my nightmares, but the only ones that like really like have you ever seen the movie The Neverending Story?
No.
Okay. There's one of the big bad things in that is this like big fuck off like black wolf with like bright green eyes. And I used to have this dream like repeat, like it was a repetitive dream that I had like for years. Um but I was like an adult, but I was like in like Victorian era clothing, and I was like in a carriage, and we were going through these like snowy woods, and then the carriage would break down, and I'd get out of the carriage and there'd be like a gravestone, and then like as I'm brushing off the snow to see whose like gravestone it would be, I could like never read the gravestone, but that fucking giant fucking wolf would come out of the like woods, and then I would be like running from the wolf, and the dream always ended with the wolf catching me and like eating my innards. And that's when I would wake up.
Yeah,
Like I'd wake up
that
staring
sounds
down at the
about
wolf.
right.
And it was, dude, it genuinely fucked me up so bad. I had that dream like consistently for like years. Like literally years. It was such a
Great
messed up
talking, yeah.
dream. But yeah,
I pass out.
you did pass out. That is true. Speaking of passing out, you should
We
probably go
probably
to
should
bed.
wrap it
Yeah.
up.
So thank you guys. Thank you, Lols. Yeah, we do remember our dreams sometimes. It is crazy. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. This was a stream filled with a great many tangents, but it was still fun. I'm so happy that you were willing to like do this with me, Lee. Genuinely. Silence.
Adam.
You were, there was silence for like a long time. You were like, yeah. You know, I had nothing better to do, so. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next one, and yeah, peace out.